Kick it off with Big Adam. What's up, bro?
What's up, Big West? Can you hear me?
How you doing, big dog?
Good, big dog. How you doing? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, we got you.
All right, cool. Uh, any questions for today? Yeah, my question is, I've been feeling a little, I mean, fatigued lately. Like not wanting to fucking quit, but more like a little tired lately. I don't know.
I've never not been tired, man. The nights when I don't sleep, I'm tired. The nights when I fall asleep at 8 and I get plenty of sleep even for a month straight, I'm tired. I just don't play into it. I just don't tell myself that, and I just do what has to be done. It's like, I mean, in all reality, it's what you're telling yourself.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. Like that, I even tell my wife that. Don't say
So
those
it's
things
all
to me.
mental at a certain point. You're telling yourself you're tired, you're tired.
Yeah, yep. Another thing,
I don't even got the luxury to be tired, so I can't tell myself it too much, or else I'm fucked. And
yeah, I hear you.
keep your coffee intake the same, keep your food timings the same, keep your workout timings the same, keep everything as similar as possible, so that you don't fucking the deviations fuck you up.
Yeah. All right. How about any naps? You recommend any naps? Taking naps and shit, like taking little naps?
That just makes me more tired.
Yeah, I figured.
I don't have that
All right.
luxury. I mean, I don't have that. Like my
I'll
shit,
take a nap during the day.
I don't have no time for that. I've been cracking all day. I just grind till I fucking knock out.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. That's pretty much it, Wes. I don't really have too much, man. Just
It's that
I
level
keep.
up.
Yeah. That's what I figured too, man. It's that level up to where you're going through that shit. That's what's gonna, like you keep telling me, these are tests, Adam. These are all tests that you
Yeah,
need to
we'll see
fucking,
what you got. We'll see if a little bit of tiredness, what it does to you.
Yeah, exactly. All right. How you doing?
I've been tired for 13 fucking years, bro. I have.
Yeah,
Today I was this morning I was like, fuck, today I was like, fuck, I'm fucking beat, like, and it just every day I swear I'm gonna get to bed earlier, and then the leads keep coming in for sales till like 8:39. I finally just can't do anymore. I'm falling asleep pressing buttons, and I really do that every fucking day. I don't know how to not give it my all till I pass out. This is my fifth
yeah,
call today. This is my fifth phone call today. I wanted to shoot a video, and I had like I had to push my first call back a half hour, and then shot a video. It should be pretty fucking good. I was dreading it because I was fucking beat. So I put it on myself with legs. I worked them out harder because I knew I was tired. So I worked out harder. I mean, you got to create energy. You don't pray for it. You don't sleep for energy. You fucking create energy by pushing yourself harder. Demand
yeah,
more. You demand more of yourself and create energy.
yeah. I like the workouts too. The workouts I've noticed myself. Like, I mean, in the first month I was fucking going really hard, and then this coming second month, it's like, I've been kind of dropping on my reps, dropping on my reps, my volume.
I mean,
I've been
it's all
dropping.
mental. I mean, if you
Yeah,
rest, you rest, you rust, man. You're literally you're taking off the steam of how good it felt to have all that mental positivity at the start. Now it's not doing as much, so you're just like you're letting it affect you. When we're excited about
yeah,
something, when we're super excited about something, we can run it in fucking every day for 30 days straight. But I mean, once the mental excitement wears off, we're like, oh shit. So I mean, that's what it's coming down to. Now it's time to just really stay dedicated.
I hear you. All right, you got it, man.
I
Cool.
appreciate it, big dog. You have a good day.
You too, Big West. Thank you.
Yeah. Big Brandon, what's up? Always good questions.
Yo, what's up, Wes?
Chilling.
I see that Wolfie's starting to get a little personality now. He's starting to talk.
He's crazy. He just said thank you right now, and I mean, it's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I just can't wait till he's like 9 or 10 or fucking 12. Like, I mean, I'm dropping off to school like a couple days a week already, but I can't wait till he's like 12 and his dad's got a fucking helicopter and a jet and his dad's on point. He ain't some drunk bitch ass, fake ass fucking father who fucking can't pull it together, fucking blaming the world because his pockets ran dry and his fucking vagina's wet. You know, I just need you to be that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, no, he's gonna have a good example. I
Yeah,
wonder what his
motherfuckers do something for a couple years. Oh, it's not working. It's like, motherfucker, it's a couple years, homeboy. Get good at something, you know. Get so good at something to where you can't be denied. You know, a lot of people just don't think it's for them. So that's why they have to literally people have to they have to saturate themselves around people who've already solidified certain belief systems so that it rubs off on them. And the fact is that's what we're doing here. You sit around someone like me enough who's like, nah, $1 million a month ain't shit. You start to think 100,000 a month ain't shit. You find a way to get it. I mean, or you tap the fuck out and realize you ain't worth it. That was your choice to tell yourself you ain't worth it, you know? I mean, that was your choice to tell yourself that a six pack ain't that easy. I got motherfuckers getting ripped on this motherfucker. Like, these motherfuckers are getting ripped, dude. And that's just the same mindset that got you ripped is the same mindset that'll get you everything you want, you know? That is discipline. It's all discipline.
Yeah, yeah, and I can see how like it just starts to like permeate into like other areas of your life.
Yeah, you just won't accept less, you know? You won't negotiate with your lesser self. And the thing is, I mean, in all reality, the person who can get a lot of results quick in like a fitness endeavor and will be real intense to that. I mean, the other side of that is they have patience problems. So then when they start to go into the financial aspect, it's like they got to pump their fucking brakes because the lack of patience is literally going to eat them alive because the next endeavor takes other people. The initial one just is yourself, you know, like fitness is just you know. So yeah, you crush that and all. And that's the people who can attack fucking actual actions and goals like that and stay disciplined to their routine. That's just on them. But once it goes into business, it's other people too. You know, it's not just you. So now you have to fucking learn to pivot with that. And I mean, that's where the patience comes into play. I mean, just because you killed it at fucking X doesn't mean you're going to transfer that to Y. And then there's a whole new learning curve. But that's why I tell people to do it across the board. Just like it was hard as fuck for the fitness shit, the next step to really level up financially is it's a whole new level too. I mean, in all reality, the internal and the external of your body and your mind and everything, they work. That's congruent. Like that happens simultaneously. Like the kid asked yesterday, how much time do I spend on mind and how much time do I spend on body? The correct intention develops both simultaneously. So if your intention is to just be a better, more disciplined man and you're focused on discipline and you actually know the correct vocabulary to attach it to your pursuit, well, then you're working on mind and body at the same time because you're aware of it. Now, if you're just aware of, I'm just going to get ripped and pull bitches, that's all you're aware of. You're not putting your mind, you know, you don't have the correct intention. So the mindset can't be acquired. But I mean, then when you go into the next pursuit, which is the financial one, you have to start over from scratch. I mean, it's just going to be like starting from base one again. Like you got to relearn the discipline and all aspects of that. And that's the fun part, you know, but that's why people stay in one lane, you know, because it gets hard for them. They stay with what they're naturally good at. They'll be like a fitness person, they'll stay there. They'll be a business person, they'll stay there. Very few bridge the gap, you know.
Yeah, and initially that was like my problem. Like I just felt like I had like such slow progress, and it's just because my intentions like coming into it's like I just want to get ripped. Like I just want to have that look to attract a partner. Whereas like now I realize like how, you know, just restricting myself to certain foods, it's like, geez, like other things aren't even like a problem. Like all I'm thinking about is like my next meal, or all I'm thinking about is like not cracking on like desserts or whatever it may be.
Yeah,
So it's just like an entire mindset
it's just
shift.
way simple. Stay focused on the single pursuit that attracts everything else. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, that's good.
you don't stay fucking focused on attracting a mate. You stay focused on the pursuit of making yourself so sick they come to you. You know, like that's where people lie is they literally don't take care of themselves and then they want something good to happen. It's like, I mean, you're not attracting nothing. You know, you're not becoming what you wish to attract. You're not. You got to become who you wish to attract. You know, and it's got to be honest. You can't settle. You know, you really got to be, and you're the exact energy you wish to attract when you're in the pursuit. So you don't have to have the physical body to attract someone who's attracted to the energy of someone who's creating their best self. You just have to be in that energy state, that exchange.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
there's plenty, because the only thing that tells you that is the opposite end. Someone who's got a great body, who's got the worst energy, and you're just, it's repulsive.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see that too. Like, it's like you go into the gym and you like have these conversations, and not a lot of those conversations have like any substance. And the guy is like jacked, but there's like
Yeah,
not
yeah.
much.
Well, they just don't. They don't have the right intentions to their fucking purpose. You know, their purpose is really flawed. You know, like their purpose is
Yeah.
to pull bitches and fucking be a badass dude. You know, and in all reality, it starts off that way when you're a kid. You know, but then once you get it, you're like usually you have to get it or have someone instill the correct intentions to you at the start, like I am, or you have to like learn the hard way and like do it the wrong way, have it blow up in your face, and then be like, holy shit, I was a dumb fuck, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
No,
just,
I,
I never had those. I only had inward pursuits because I was doing it from a place of there was none of that. You could only do it for the internal feeling. You could only chase how you felt. There was no mirror. There was no pool party. There wasn't a beach. I mean, you go flex on the dudes, but you really didn't know what you looked like that much. You hadn't looked in a mirror. Like I started to have cell phones at the end. People were always like, "Where's the pictures on the 4 yard?" We had fucking Samsung flip phones and Nokia bricks. Like, we weren't on Facebook and shit back then. Like, it just wasn't happening. We had like the fucking the juke phones where they slip up and shit like this, and it's like a switchblade, you know. We had like all the burner ones that weren't smartphones. Smartphones finally came in by the time I was lower level, level 2, level 3, and barely even at the threes. Like once I was level 2 is when smartphones were rampant in the system. Like before that, it was fucking Samsung Blue Flip for 1,500. And people are like, where are those pictures from there? I'm like, dude, do the timeline, you stupid fuck. Quit trying to disprove people. How about you disprove your titties? How about you go prove your tits will fit in this bra, motherfucker? It's always the motherfucker who fucking really fits the downside that they have to just degrade something, you know?
yeah. Okay. Cause like that actually kind of answers my question. Cause I was always curious. Like I've noticed like how you're like really good at downplaying like comments, compliments towards you and like your success.
I don't give a
But
fuck about what I'm doing. Like it's so nothing to me. Like it's like this is what I am. Like if you've been something for a long time, it's not that crazy to you. Like I ran into an old friend from high school right now, and all he was talking about was money. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. Like I only talk about shit like that with people who are serious about it, you know? Like if someone's serious about it, I'm gonna talk to them about it. But if like I know their level, like some normal person I run across, I coach on the street, I just give them the broad vision that it's possible. Like I see where they're going if they do it right. Like I see where it can lead if they do it right, you know? But this
yeah,
dude's been talking about like his financial conquest since we were 18, you know? And it's like,
yeah,
fuck, you know? Like, come on, bro. You've been like this forever. Like, the only thing I could hit him with was he's like, I haven't figured out the social media shit. I'm like, bro, I teach people to be honest and like ask themselves if they're valuable in the sense of like social media. Like you have to create the look, you have to create everything. You can't just say I'm going to capitalize on social media and not be someone would look up to. Like I said, Kylie's makeup, nobody wants her fucking makeup. It's not good. You know, they're buying it because her, you know, she is an influence, you know. It makes them, her pictures make them feel a certain way. So buying her makeup makes them feel like they're almost like her. It's like how it's been forever. Like kids put on Jordans and they get dunked all of a sudden. It's just what it is. But I mean, I'm like, what could you sell, bro? I don't want to be like you at all. Nobody does. Can you fucking be honest? Nobody wants to be like you. So on first appearance, nobody wants to be like you at all. So like, what are you going to sell online? I mean, you don't, what do you have that somebody wants? And he couldn't wrap his head around that. He thought it was going to be like a system or a way to hack it or something. I'm like, you're not it, bro. You're not going to be able to sell nothing. I'm like,
yeah. It's like,
you could be it quick if you got real fucking honest. But right now, no, you got some time, you know, got some work to put in.
yeah, it's like when you say like you're the product and you're selling yourself
Yeah,
and
you
just
have to.
making whatever you
I
do
mean,
like
like,
look
like I
attractive.
said, yeah, like I said the other day, like people when they have a fitness page and they're just talking about fitness and nutrition, I'm like, you're making people want to go to the gym and eat better. You're not making them want to do it through you. You didn't even make the page about you. I don't even know who you are. I'm not even thinking about you after I read your page. I'm not. I'm thinking about the gym and better food. I'm not thinking about who you are. There's no correlation. The people who kill it is like Amy, who's in my program, who you're like, the rest of the day, you're like, man, your mom talked to you that way? Fuck. Like she treated you that way? God damn. Like you're strong. And then all of a sudden, like all your shit that happens to you that day doesn't feel so big. Because man, her mom talked to her that way. She's strong, you know. That's what's valuable.
Yeah, when did you figure that out? Because like I do look at other
I'm an observer. Like I know what the fuck I need to see and hear, you know, and I'm honest about it. Other people just don't know what they're looking at. They're not observers. They just look at shit. They don't like stand back and be like, okay, what the fuck's happening here, you know?
Mhm.
Like there's people like literally my guy who does the ads for all the business people and shit. He had a call with Ace Hood Fitness, like the rapper Ace Hood. He has a fitness
Yeah,
program. He
yeah.
only makes $2,000 a month on it. He has 2.3 million followers. He makes $2,000 a month from his fitness program. I'm like, are you fucking serious? He's like, yeah, he just sells like something he doesn't even pay attention to. It's like doing nothing. I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? And it's just like, he's making it, there's no real value in there. There's no real connection. There's no real like emotion towards how he's pulling this off. Like people are coming to me because they can't do it on their own. And they're honest with that. Like they've tried, they can't. Like you motivate them. They operate vicariously through you, you know. When they can't get up, they're like, Wes is up. Like, yeah, I'm getting up, you know. Like if they don't know any of that about you, they can't get up because of you're up too, you know. They
Yeah.
can't get up because you conducted yourself a certain way that they remember that made them feel a certain way.
Yeah. No, I can see how like you made like that emotional connection where you're just like pulling their strings of people because they're kind of just like living through you. And I like what you said yesterday, where you have to like when you like preach to your clients to like post that organic content where they're like putting themselves in a position where they're the client's self-talk. And it's like, yeah, that does make sense. Like whenever I don't want to wake up, like I go on Instagram and I see a lot of clients that are up and I see you up and I'm like, oh shit, like I need to be up because they're up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a high level accountability by being a living example, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just really people just don't see the ins and outs. But they, you know, they maybe do that about other areas of life, but you got to make sure to do that in the areas that all areas, you know.
Okay. Yeah. And then my last question was, so you say like how, you're very transparent about like craving that love and attention, but like when it comes to like finances and fitness, like, you just downplay lots of compliments and from the public, but is it different in like the relationship department for you where it's like you need that attention, that connection from Val or versus like clients? Cause like, clients are always going to be like glamorizing you and like your whole process, but like where it's like when it comes to Val, you've mentioned like, oh, she doesn't do any of that to you, and you kind of only get the compliments
No,
from.
she does. She has her times, you know. But I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's just but yeah, I mean, it's just the relationships are just, you know, when you're hot, they're cold. You know, when you're cold, they're hot. It's just that's how relationships are. When you understand how to fucking you know, it's just about understanding all that shit. And I do it too, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was gonna relate it back because like how you said like you're in the like the beginning stages of like the relationship category. But like for this personal fitness and like this personal development process for me, like where I'm in the beginning stages, it's like any compliment, I'm just like, oh shoot, like that was cool. And I like focus too much on it rather than just focusing on like my work where it's just
Even like the guy who works out with me every day, Sohab at the gym, like I don't ever give him compliments. I'm like, fuck no, you suck, dude. Your car sucks. You're not ripped. Fucking like, what the fuck are you still so fat for? We're dieting so much. I don't give a fuck. I know, dude, it's just gonna stall someone at the early stages. They'll like get a big head. They like their vision is all distorted. Like unless it's crazy, then it's like, okay, hands down, that's crazy. Like, fuck yeah, you know? And then it's just got to be earned. Like, people give people too many loose little bitch ass comments. And it's got to be like, it's got to be real, dude. It's got to be fucking real. It's got to be fucking earned. Or you dilute your own word if you do that. Like,
oh, gotcha.
yeah, like, I mean, you're just fucking taking power away from your word if you give up empty compliments all the time to make someone feel better. In all reality, they know you're lying. Like, unless they really earned it, like they know you're like fucking just telling them some shit. They're like, I fucking, come on, dude. Like, they see what's going on around them. They know you're just telling them that shit. That's why I never give someone a compliment unless it's fucking crazy, you know? I'm like, look, motherfucker, that's crazy. I don't give a fuck what you say even. The facts show it. Done. What, you know?
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but you just don't want to dilute your value in your word, you know, make them earn it. Be like, just the truth of it. Like, yeah, this is that. You've done this, you've done that, but that's as far as you are. Like, they need to hear it. Dude, if they're craving it too much, they're gonna fucking take anything and run with it, you know. I don't get. I don't fucking want someone to tell me I'm doing so good financially. I'm like, fuck you. You know, my homie does like 15 mil a month. Like, what the fuck, dude? I'm slacking. Why the fuck can't I do that? I'm always the why can't I do it if someone else did it, motherfucker? You know, if one person on this planet did it, I can do it, and I'm not gonna stop till I do exactly how I want it. Like, I'm gonna do it exactly my way.
Yeah.
And it can only develop with the correct intention. Like, people don't even, I can see people's flawed intention and tell them that's the reason, and they can't see it, and they can't even separate from it. It just, like, they never really got validation from shit, and they try to skip through all the processes too quick, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's some shit, bro. Yeah, because I mean, that's just what I'm working on right now. Like, just making sure I don't get lost into like all of that and just
I
kind of
think
have like a blindfold.
first get yourself, like, dude, just unbiasedly create something that is fucking just objectively optimistic. Like, what's your objective, and pull it off. You have the ability, like 20 pounds on you, fucking ripped, fucking tan as fuck. Fucking, you can pull any chick you want. You can get any relationship you want. You got to showcase it right, though. I mean, everything's about presentation. You know, there's people who got money and they can't fucking, they have the stupidest fucking style you've ever seen, you know? Like, Jesus, that's what you fucking bought? Like, what the fuck is that? You know, like, people just have bad style sometimes too, you know? So it's like you got to pay attention to everything and know what the fuck, you know, like everything. And you and your brother could just be total fuck, dude. You guys could be just straight twin stud fucking killing it on the motherfucker all over social media. But if that's what you want, some people just don't want, they won't be able to handle the spotlight enough, or they're worried about it, or it's fearful, you know? I just don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, I'm not even considering me. Like, people are like, oh, nice beard. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, motherfuckers, they couldn't even go on like something different and be like criticized of it, you know? Like, they couldn't be criticized of stuff. It would crush them. Like, they'd be like, oh my God. Like, but that just shows so much ego, you know?
Yeah. So what's your take when you like run into things where it's like when you like hear about like affirmations and all that? Do you prefer like that self-criticism over like an affirmation? Or what's your take on it?
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
Because like, you know, like lots of people preach on like reaffirming yourself, saying like, oh, you're this or you're that. Like, it's like kind of like pushed on a lot nowadays, where it's like you kind of like push that of like having being like your own like critique, where you're like criticizing yourself so that you can improve. And so I was just wondering, like, what's your take on like affirmations?
I mean, I just go with reality, you know. I like the stuff to push me forward, but I mean, I just honestly, I don't overanalyze, you know. I just know what the fuck I want. I go get it, you know. I just don't even overcomplicate it. Like, like Valerie, I seen her online. I'm like, fuck that. Dude, this is gonna be my new chick. Like, done. Like, what? Like, I hit her up. I'm like, fuck that. No, this is what we're doing. Like, the first day, I'm like, yeah, we're dating, and she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, yeah. Then we were married in like 28 days. Like, you know, you get what you want. Like, motherfuckers are so ego filled. They don't want to get shot down. Like, it's like, why are you so like I get like 150 leads a day and sign like 15 people. That would crush a bitch. He'd be like, the first 15 times he's shot down. And like, these are people approaching me for my service. Like, the first 15 times that it didn't go through, he'd be like, is this ever gonna happen? And, it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Fucking punk ass bitch. Why don't you go lay in the gutter, fool? You know? It's like, are you providing a service that fucking supports you or not? Like, do you believe in your product? I'm selling the best product on the planet, giving someone their life back. This is the best fucking service on the planet. What it's done for some people, fuck, dude, I don't have to question that. Like, done. Like, people who question that type of shit don't even spend time to reflect on nothing. Shut the fuck up and go be of value to people, you fucking idiot. Is this for me? Fuck you, dude. They'll go choose some fucking career that fully doesn't serve anyone and just puts a little bit of change in their pocket to make it till next month over struggling a bit and providing some people a service that changed their life. Fucking punks, dude. Like literally, like pussy, dude. And then they're the ones talking about it's not all about money. Motherfucker, you sold your dream out for like an extra $1,200 a month, you stupid fuck. How are you gonna say it's not all about money? Look at your real choice right there. You had a dream, and then you had a dream that was paying you $3,000 a month, and it wasn't quick enough for you because you weren't a millionaire. And then you went and sold that dream upriver for sure $5,200.
Do you mind if I'm on a call? I'm like
Ridiculous. Huh?
Yeah, I mean that patience is important. It's hard though.
But then just the honesty, it's just dishonest, like they'll always lie to support their agenda. It's not all about money. And I'll dig deep in there. I'm like, you're the worst. Look at this. Look at, you see this? You're the worst. You're way worse. You just suck at what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody smelt that shit on you. Your intention was fucked,
Yeah.
Like your intention develops someone's perception of you. Like, I don't give a fuck about me, I just don't. I don't, what the fuck do I need? I don't need shit. I didn't need shit when I was in prison. I figured it out. I figured me out. And then there was no way I wasn't going to sell that to the world. I wasn't going to fucking just sit here, give it away for fucking free all day. And then if people want more interaction, they want more detail, obviously it takes more of your time. It's the best service on the planet to give someone their fucking life back. They don't see it. They'll never see it. They'll keep looking for it in the wrong place. Happiness where they consistently lose it.
Yeah, I like that.
No one could ever tell someone who doesn't know that if they restrict, they sacrifice, and they dedicate themselves, then it will actually make them happier. You couldn't tell that to a simple motherfucker. They'd be like, oh, what, vacation's not going to do it? Oh, what the fuck?
Ever since you said that, where you like just have to like travel within instead of like going on a vacation and like seeking that entertainment, like it's just like changed my entire perspective on people that like go and like on vacation and stuff.
They're fucking broads, dude, just frolicking and shit. Go frolic on the beach, you fucking broad. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
There's fucking time to do that, but I mean, make sure you get everything done first. Fuck. Get everything done first. Like, what are you rewarding yourself for? The fuck did you deserve this reward for? The fuck did you do? Like, for any fucking buddy. I won't even take a vacation. I've changed thousands of lives. I don't deserve a day off. I don't want one. It's a vacation the way I live. I live free of pain when I'm in this zone. There's nothing. It's just complete flow state. People just don't know how to do it. Their whole life, they're consistently living in a perpetual state of projection towards something they'll never get. Like dangling something they'll never get in front of their face and telling themselves they want it so bad and not working for it, but like desiring it so bad. They're so fucking stupid. It's crazy. They're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You could just work for it. And then all of a sudden you realize that you didn't even really need it, want it. And the actual work, like what we're doing now, was the freedom of the desire of it. The desire fucks you. Wealth and want equally harden the heart. Like you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just desiring something so bad it's causing you pain. The second you remove all that desire, you work to attract what you desire, you're good. Because in the work, there's no pain. It's just flow state. So if you're consistently working to attract what you desire, you never have to fall into the pain of desire and the want. The desire is fucking the pain, the time frame that you may never get it. If you're creating it and working towards it, you know it's yours. There's no doubt. So I just stay in the state of creation 24/7.
Yeah, developing those principles that ultimately lead to what you want.
Yeah, just unbiasedly creating what I'm attracted to, acquiring what I admire. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna outdo everybody. That's it. With what I got, I'm gonna outdo everybody. Everybody has a way they want to look, what they want to do, all their shit. The only thing that keeps them from it is they're fucking lazy and weak. That's it. That's it. They're too lazy and too weak to get what they want. And they realize that when they get the blueprint and they fucking piss on themselves when it's a couple weeks in and they're like, oh fuck, this is harder than a dog. It's so stupid, dude. It's like, you fucking pussy, go get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, following the blueprint was pretty hard for me at first, and I think that it just makes sense. Like my intention was just so off of why I wanted to join the program.
Yeah, discipline will fail you if there's no true solid intention attached to your purpose. Like, I don't give a fuck. I won't fail my people. Done. I'm a failure if I can't take my shirt off and be a fucking stud. I failed my wife and son, dude. If they're ever embarrassed me in any way, I fucking failed them. Fuck that. There's a million other routes to not.
Yeah.
But that's what people think. They're like a failure right now, so they're gonna quit. No, you work towards it till you get it. I gotta keep on pushing though, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Wes.
But you always got good shit, bro. I love it. Big
Yeah,
Sean, what's up, bro?
Yo, what is up?
How you doing, big dog?
Fucking better, man. You're speaking. It's like, hey, I'm a pussy right now. Okay.
Dude, I've been one.
I've been acting that bitch.
That's why people message through my thing and they're like, I'm a bitch, Wes. I'm being a bitch. I don't want to be a bitch no more. Because I told them I was a bitch. I was the biggest bitch. That's the easiest shit, is to really admit it when you're not one no more. People won't admit they're being a bitch is the people who are still currently one. They're like, no, I'm not. There's no way I'm a bitch. It's like, dude, come on, bro. You're transparent as fuck. To the people who've done it, they know exactly who you are, what you feel, and how you're and what you're doing, like that.
Yeah. Well, every time I hit that tough spot, I know I just got to dig deeper. I know everything you're saying is spot on. And it's just like, come on, man, dig, get in there. What do you expect to happen
You
overnight?
want that? You want that tough spot? I got a big old hole in my shirt. Hell yeah. You want that tough spot? You want that?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's what life's about, right? Growth every day. Then only that happens if you get the challenges.
Yeah, have you ever just walked up on someone and be like, damn, that dude just felt different. Fuck, I was a motherfucker. That's what you're after. That energy of that person. We're like, I don't want fuck was that? No one really has that energy out here to me. Not one person. I've never been around someone that was like, holy shit, okay. It's just never happened. Even like the biggest, buffest dudes in my gym, I see them as like a puppy dog. Like, I'm like, oh, look at this little guy. Like, this dude's literally so insecure. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And it's like, I want to smack him and be like, I want a life coach. I want to be like, bro, do you know who you are? Do you know what you look like? Do you know what you've overcome in life? Do you know what it took for you to get here? Do you remember? You were there. Can you tell yourself right? Why are you talking to yourself like that? I mean, there's no way why some of these people should be so fucking pussy. Like, it's just, I could frame anybody's life to build them up. They frame it to break themselves down. They're just breaking themselves down.
That's another thing I did until I heard you say, I'm a coach wherever I go. And now every person I see, the supermarket, whatever, I look them in the eyes. Hey, how's it going? Just say hi to everybody. Just help people. They drop something. Just get in their life.
You could never. I mean, if you're gonna shy away from something like that, how could you really fucking speak with conviction and believe that you could change someone's life?
Right.
The only people who are gonna change the world are ones crazy enough to believe they can. It's like, dude, like the audacity of a motherfucker to believe they could sit down with someone for a small amount of time and change their whole fucking life. I do it every fucking day. But that's because I'm just honest. It didn't take no skill. It just took me changing my life and telling exactly what happened. I changed my life. This is exactly how it went down. I was there the whole time. I was there. That's what I tell motherfuckers. I'm like, weren't you there? Like, weren't you there while this was going on? Can you please just replay the events correctly? But a lot of people have an uncanny ability of downplaying themselves and their accolades. They downplay themselves. Why? Because society told them, be humble, don't do that. It's like, no, just tell it how it felt and how it was. Tell it exactly how it went down and how it felt to you.
Mhm. Sometimes people have been beat up. Maybe that they just, so they're afraid to reach out.
Yeah, I totally lost you. We breaking up the service.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Got you.
I said maybe, there's probably some people out there that have been beat up in the past, and so they're afraid.
Yeah, but I mean,
reach out.
that fear is still like ego based. Like,
Yeah.
you're just like, there's only two modes of operation. There's fear and there's love. And
Right.
if you're just really like there to give to someone like you claim you are, then what are you so fearful about? Why is it about you, motherfucker? I thought you
Yeah.
were here to give to them, coach. I thought you were here to give to them. Why the fuck you making it about you? The two can't simultaneously exist. Are we speaking from love or fear? What are we doing?
Right. I agree.
Yeah. Where's it at? Where's it at? I'm like, I'll put my ass on the line for you in person, on the computer, in the morning, wherever. I don't give a fuck. Like, I just only operate from that mode because I dropped fear a long time ago. Like, it might creep in momentarily about holy shit, like you got a lot of stuff on your shoulders. And then I just think about the guy who's got the boat out here. And I'm not stupid enough to be like, oh, it's so easy for him. He made it. I'm thinking like, man, that motherfucker's got a lot of people under him. And it took a lot of fucking leveraging and a lot of risk to get there. Like, I remember like a Grant Cardone thing. He like to acquire one of his new things. He had to put up a lot of his net worth to acquire some new building or some shit. And he's like, dude, I don't play it safe. Like, I put up a third of what I got to get this next deal going. Like, when you're talking about those numbers at that game, it's the same as your bitch ass putting up $30. You made $100 today. You went and spent 30 of it. But we're talking in the $1 billion to 300 million. It's just a different game. Like, I only got $30 left. I already got $100. I can't spend 30 of it. That's what he was saying. But he did that on fucking 300 million to $1 billion. Like,
Yes.
shit. Why are you holding on to that? It ain't going to get you nowhere. Holding on to your safe little position is going to keep you in the same fucking spot. You know what's up.
I got one quick question. Or your thoughts anyway. Like I messaged you, I'm seeing the fat come off in the nooks and crannies of my body, if you will. Still got that chicken bake on my stomach, but I've been like consistently like a 199, even though those changes are showing up. And then I just kind of changed it up last night. Not that I'm going to do it often, but I just had a fucking Caesar salad and a salmon, little piece of bread. I woke up today, I'm 197 all of a sudden. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, stuff like that it's not significant, I mean, you didn't stumble, like, punch yourself for thinking you stumbled upon some new shit. Everybody else is getting ripped. There's so many people getting crazy ripped off just listening and being patient. Like, there's no true anything to that. So like, what would you base that on? Okay, well, every week I'm just going to have this Caesar salad and this salmon. There's just no way to even do a sound observation of that. So there's no point. Yeah. I mean, the thing is when you do restrict someone down to the farthest, lowest caloric intake you possibly could, and then you give them a high day, they will drop. And that's the thing. But I mean, no, you're not at the bottom yet. You're not at the lowest intake. So it's not going to affect you that way. Like Mike O'Hearn did a post the other day. He's like, no, you're not depleted. It's like, just when just go with the simplest rules and don't overthink it. That if you haven't dropped in 2 to 3 weeks, then we adjust your macros. If your macros were perfect, that's it. 2 to 3 weeks. If you haven't dropped 2 to 3 pounds a week, then we adjust your macros. Everybody else gets diced off that method. The problem is people who do changes on their own, they think they're particularly fucked up. Like, oh no, I'm different. I really suck in this area. Like, my body sucks, or I'm just different. You're not different. Nobody is. Like, we'll wait till you adjust and then we'll change it.
Cool, man.
But just people think they're different. You're not. No one in here is different when it comes to these methods of weight loss. Nobody. Because we got you adjusted to a strict caloric intake that your body was metabolizing, thus the word metabolism. So your body's metabolizing 2,000 calories. So then when we do the next adjustment of 400 or 500, then you're going to drop 400 or 500 times 7, which is fucking going to be around the 3,000 calorie range. 3,500 calories is a pound. And that pound is fucking 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. And so now with the added NEPA, the non-exercise physical activity and the physical activity we have scheduled, you're going to drop to 2 to 3 pounds when I remove the 500 calories. But the only thing that wouldn't cause you to do that is to be not fully transparent on the calories you were stuck at, or just not do the next change. You know, every time I drop, if I hold you at 2,000 calories and I drop 500, you are dropping an extra pound to 2 pounds a week because of the actual deficit that was created. It's not, there's no magic, just math.
Gotcha.
You know what's up, bro? I got a lot of people. I'm gonna keep pushing.
Thanks, brother.
You have a good one, bro. I'm glad you hopped on today. Thank you. Big Leo, what's up, bro? Everyone keeps busting their hand up, so we're gonna crank through.
Yeah, what's up, Wes? Hey, you touched it on with Brandon at the beginning about like sitting in bigger groups, bigger circles, and like saturating in their belief systems and like using.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's stuck at the belief systems their piece of shit parents put on them. Oh no, we're broke fucking loser fucks who are fat and shit. That's like America's belief system. No, we're middle class fat fucks.
Yeah, and I want
to. You have those kids who are raised by like baller parents and shit, and the kids just kill it. They're like, nah, dude, like we live at a certain level.
Yeah, I mean,
just accept at a certain level.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask you, like, what do I do? Because I came across this thought of like amongst my peers, I feel like I can catch their train of thought or like even finish off their sentences in my head. But when I'm like listening to you speak, when I'm getting like so much new knowledge, like I lose you and I have to like rewatch these videos or like rewatch like or re-listen to what you said. Like, do I just continuously sit in these circles and continuously saturate myself in
That's what I'm doing when I write. I like come up with a topic, it's not that clean, and I re-go over it, make it better, re-go over it, make it better, re-go over it, make it better. Like that's just like the way everything's done. Even when I make people's social media pages, we lay everything down, stand back, look at it, clean it up. Lay everything down, stand back, look at it, clean it up.
Got you. So just like that repetition.
Yeah, like you're doing it better that way. Like catch as much as you can the first time, replay it, get that little bit more. Catch as much as you can the second time, replay it, catch a little more.
Got you. Okay.
I read the same books my whole life, the same quotes my whole life. Like you don't need a bunch of new shit. You just need to be reminded of the old shit more, you know? There's not no new, it's not much new being, there's nothing new really being taught. It's just being phrased and there's different teachers stepping up, you know?
Got you. Yeah. Cause I mean, I see you at like level X as far as like this journey of like self-mastery and self-discovery. And I would consider myself someone who's like new level 1. And I was trying to like bridge that, like figure out what is that gap, you know, like why.
It's just imperfect action and then imperfect action and observation.
Perfect action and observation. Okay. All right.
Observing what's taking place, like every day going through your process and then finding success leaves clues. So finding the little clues to everything. Like, oh shit, that's why you don't give someone too much. You just fucking give them a blueprint and let them go. They'll discover shit you didn't see. Like each mind will see a different route and see different shit. So then everybody will have something to offer, you know?
Yeah, that's facts.
Bring something new to the table.
Yeah, that's pretty true. And like, even when Brandon and I discuss the calls after, like he'll pick up shit that I didn't pick up, or I'll pick up stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got you. All right. Yeah. Cause I feel like when I first got on these calls, like I was like, everything you said just like went in one ear.
That's what I was telling someone this morning. Like we were talking and like if someone hopped in a group like this who wasn't currently experiencing a lot of this, they'd be like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like,
yeah.
What? Like Conor McGregor fight, like football, fucking, like what? Like what? Like they'd just be stupid as fuck, you know?
Yeah. I feel that like that's how it was for me at the beginning, and I feel like through that natural like progression because of time, I'm getting a little bit better at it.
That's why when people who are really going through the program, they're like, dude, that video hit me so much last week. I'm like, yeah, because The energy exchange is real. You're more locked in. Like you're living what was actually happening during that. So we were on the same frequency when I was speaking. A dumb dipshit motherfucker would just be like, look at this guy. He fucking thinks he's somebody. The fucking dude is this guy. Like they just couldn't even fathom what the fuck I'm talking about because they're on this low ass frequency and I'm vibing high, man.
Yeah, that's pretty
Can't even
true.
hear it. They could never even hear it. It's like all they can do it like when you post some crazy ass shit and they're just it's like they'll come up with like the dumbest comment that's not even nowhere near aligned with the topic, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
that's
it's
what I
so
thought. Yeah.
far off. There's no match.
Yeah, because yesterday in the morning when you posted on your story about like leveling up your circle, like when I woke up and I read it and I was like, fuck, like I've been thinking on this and I've been like, shit, like how am I leveling up my inner circle, you know? And so yeah, I definitely feel that like
Better off hanging out with nobody than hanging out with people who fucking like literally, unless you're at the level to where you want to coach them and you feel it pumps you up to coach them. You know, it's just your perspective on it. I mean, I like going around idiots, like, but then they all make it about me the whole time. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Leave me the fuck alone. Like, because they're never doing shit. So I can't even go nowhere. Like, when you're at my level, you can't go anywhere with anyone.
mm,
Like they would have to be someone who, like in a group like this, where we'd be talking about like figurative situations and goals and vision and stuff. But like normal people, they'll just be so in shock of your life that they won't be able to get past it, bro. Like you can't hang out with them. You'll just be like, dude, can I eat my fucking food? And just you have to be like you have to be around someone who's like higher than you know. But that's the calling. Like that's why it's like that because we're built for progression. So I mean, we're drawn to the next level up, you know. And if it's so far off, the gap is there. It's just noticeable.
damn, that's solid. Got you. All right, Wes, I appreciate that.
I gotta be around the motherfuckers who are killing it so hard. They like don't even want to talk about what I'm doing unless it's like to coach me, you know. Like Wes,
Yeah.
like what the fuck are you still stuck at that level for? Are you serious? Did you not do this and do this? Like there's people who are way above me that would tell me that, you know. And those are the people who like we all barely have enough time to get on a fucking quarter of a Zoom call every 2 weeks, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I remember
That's
before.
that's why mastermind groups exist. Like all these top motherfuckers get together and like really quickly you would sit down at a table with a bunch of killers and they're like, okay, everybody tell the table your problem in your business right now. Okay, I'm having this issue. Can someone at the table solve this? And the person would be like, I got that, I got that, I got that, I got that. You pay for a Rolodex. Like my coach, I pay for the Rolodex, like his hookups, you know,
Mhm.
like how he could hook me up. Like if something's happening, like, hey, I need help with this. I got the guy. Boom, he's done it a million times. Boom,
Mhm.
what you got? You know, and it's just like,
Damn, there's levels to it. It reminds me of when you said, those who look learned to the fools look like fools to the learned.
yeah, hell yeah. So that's fucking gold right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
someone's trying to tell you they do something, you're like, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, man, like where's it at? Where's it at, bro? Come on.
right. Yeah, because I think even before running into this community and the content I see now, like I would think like 100 G's a year was like the biggest thing on the planet. And then I hear people speak in this community. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like how small was I thinking, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
it's way too small.
yeah. No, that's 100.
But I've gone the same way. When I started my coaching business, my partner said, you're gonna make 30 grand a month soon. I'm like, what? I
Right.
could do anything.
Start
Like
thinking,
30.
yeah,
Like that was literally not, that was like, no, that was like November 2019. It wasn't even 2 full years ago. I was like, fuck, dude, that'd be crazy.
yeah. No, I mean, it's pretty like embarrassing. Like I just like talk shit about that person who used to think like that in my head, you know, like,
Yeah, so just work on the goal for everyone in here is to work on your personal development and saturate yourself around people who are doing bigger shit. However you got to, you know, just make it your new normal. And you don't have to be living it next to them. It doesn't matter, but make it your new normal that you want to accept lower than this.
yeah, that's solid. Cause I see some of the clients who are already parents and they say like put out this certain narrative and then I go home and hear my parents say certain stuff and I'm like, why is this not seem normal anymore? You know, like why are you saying that? And
The
it's
people
my
like have trouble buying their kids shoes. I'm like, babe, what? I just go online. I'm like, okay, like order my son like 10 pairs of Nike, like kid Nikes, and like, oh, they'll be here in like 2 days. Like,
Yeah.
we don't have trouble with groceries. I just Instacart. I don't know how much is it. What the fuck? We don't have trouble with the bill anywhere. We rolled up in sweats yesterday to the nicest restaurant, Valet in the Rolls, and all these fucking chumps who fucking make like 14 grand a month and are fucking super killers with their fucking drink all, yeah, fucking dude, let's leave it alive. Like we're literally just like murdering them. Just they if they knew that who I was in that room compared to who they were, they would probably kill themselves. Like because they spent their whole life just validating themselves with not a just purpose. They were just trying to get money and appear successful. And like that's why they looked like a fool to me, you know. I'm like, damn, your habits aren't even aligned. Like you're drinking and you want to be successful. How's that gonna work? They're like, oh, but like so they're just kept themselves at that mediocre level because they have the same problems as mediocre people, the same habits as mediocre people. Like people would say, I'm like fucking just so obsessive or so intense. It's like, yeah, you have to be obsessed with what you're doing.
Right.
Like it,
Yeah.
that's the prerequisite to outdoing everyone. You're obsessed and they're just doing it. They're just chilling. You know, they're just living a balanced life. They want balance. This kid that came to the funnel earlier and he goes, oh, you know, I'm in 30 grand in debt and I'm trying to get financially free. I'm not trying to make millions or nothing, but I'm like, what the fuck is the matter with you? I just talk mad shit. And this is like, the person's still so stupid, so fucking stupid. In the same thread, they could be like, see, you're just about the money. Actually, I taught you one of the biggest lessons and shot myself in the foot on the sale. You motherfucker, you stupid fuck. I told you how stupid you were and how flawed your mindset is before I even made any sort of sale. So am I really about the money or am I really about teaching you the way you need to be taught? You're stupid. Don't say that. Like,
Yeah.
what? It takes less work to do that, you know? It takes less work to just take what comes your way from living your passion than to fucking like structure some system that's only gonna get you this much, you know, let's want this much. It's like you're never gonna be able to calculate what you're gonna bring in from your passion. Like you're gonna be the best in the world at it, right? If you're not, then why the fuck are you doing it? Every single thing you do, you should only be doing if you're gonna be the best in the world at it. If you don't see yourself being the best in the world at it, what the fuck are you doing it for? You're not even gonna become close if you're like, no, I just want to be like top 100,000, like fucking, like fuck.
Yeah, it reminds me of when you mentioned how like being honest with your observations, and it's like whatever it is that you're seeing around you, like making that like your new normal, you know. And I've seen this community, the way they conduct themselves and like the transformations, and I'm like, damn, I want that to be my new normal, and it should be my new normal.
But look at that's exactly what I'm saying right there. Like, look at this. In my career wise, I just want to be the best coach I can be. I don't put a number on it. I don't put money on it. But the best coach in the world makes X amount, like half a billion. You know, he's 100 millionaire motherfucker, 9-figure motherfucker. Okay, that's because I was just in the process of my purpose of being the best coach I could be and bringing people to their highest potential. Now, the guys who operate that way, they're not worried about the end outcome. They're just so submersed in the cut, so submersed in the program. They just look down and all of a sudden they got the nastiest six-pack ever. But the bitch who's like, I'm not really trying to get that ripped. I'm just trying to like fucking like, you know, fucking fuck, you know, he's not going to get anywhere. But the guy who just is like, I'm just going to put my heart into the process every day. I'm going to be the best at this process. He looks down, he's like, just fucking nasty, you know?
Right.
Just wrong focus. They're just limiting beliefs. I got to keep pushing. We got a lot of people.
Perfect, Wes. Thank you.
Yeah, buddy. Love it. Big Lorenzo, Legacy Made Signs. What's up?
What up, Wes? How you doing, brother?
Just kicking back. Just
Right on.
kicking it. I'm trying to get off in like 15 minutes. My son's here. I haven't seen him all weekend, but we're going to bang through everyone. I'm just going to go through quick.
Yep, I'll be quick.
We'll get some quality shit, though.
Yeah, man. The twin brothers always come with heat. I love when you pick on them. So just learning about the patients, man. And with the process, it's like I think at the end of the week or come Friday that I'm not going to be down those 2 pounds because it looks a certain way, right? But then you step on the scale, and because you're, within 3 grams in a surplus of every single macro, it's just like, oh, no shit. I followed the fucking plan. I lost the weight. It's like, well, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? Of course, dude. So I'm just locking it the fuck in. And results are coming from it. So it just feels good.
Proof is in the progress. Proof is in the progress. I've been around a lot of fucking talkers in my day. That's all people do in prison is tell you how much they're gonna kill it. And even when I run into my boy at the park with his kids and everything, and he's doing this and so is doing that, I'm like, bro, like, aren't you embarrassed? Like, you're talking to me right now. Like, just get it the fuck done, dude. What the fuck? And it's just proof is in the progress. So, well, we see where everybody's at. Some of these motherfuckers are just, man, they're bulletproof, man. Some of these 6-packs I've seen on these dudes, I know what that takes. That's just savage. But I hope it for everybody, because what you learn through that process is much more than a fucking 6-pack.
Absolutely. Yeah. Braden's 6-pack's just stupid.
I kept thinking of him. You knew I was. He's fucking dude. He's like a fucking science chart, dude.
It's like he's got the Red Sea down the middle. It's like, holy shit.
Some people, that's the shape of their 6-pack.
Right. But you talked a lot about fear, and this one quote that resonated with me, I'll share with you because I know you love quotes. But faith and fear both require you to believe in something you can't see, but you choose one.
There it is.
So,
I always believe the impossible is possible for me.
Yeah. You talked about Amy. She's dope as fuck. Started following her, picking up some of her food tips and shit. Went out and bought some of her stuff. So just, they're all dope, man. You got a dope program. I hope you don't fucking cap it out, because I'm trying to get this shit as quick as possible to get on it.
No, I'm already in the stages of adjusting it, how it's going to need to be adjusted.
Cool.
But it's just the thing is it's literally I never even envisioned it going where it is, but now I fully have transferred everything I learned to someone, and fully in every way. A couple people already have changed their life in every way, from direct fucking decisive actions and steps that just got them to be like a fully different life, everything they could have imagined. That's just so crazy to me, but it's just so obvious. If you've done it, then just sit down, take the time to package it. This most selfish people are like, oh, I don't like working with people. I just do me. I'm just doing me. Like a lot of people have this knowledge. They're just assholes, and they just really don't want to sit down and work with people.
Exactly.
I had a guy in this program message me in the morning. He thought he got locked out of like the app or something, and he wasn't. He wasn't even locked out of it. He's like, you fucking punk bitch, just because I stood up to you. I'm like, we haven't even argued or nothing. What the fuck? And he like talked all this shit, and then by the end, I'm like, dude, just have a fucking good day. Like, we went back and forth at it early in the morning for like no fucking reason. And it's so crazy. Like, but then you got to realize some people aren't working with a full deck,
They're not, and they're not taking the time to immerse themselves in this shit. And
Dude,
you just can't.
Some are just fully off, and then technology is just way out of their league. And so it just confuses the shit out of them. But yeah, it was. So I mean, dealing with everyone that's a level up itself.
Mm-hmm. I guess real quick, aligned with this, how do you feel about like not just overweight, but fat people who've managed to accumulate like some good wealth, like $5-10 million?
I think you're a poor example.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Billie Jean, who's a good biggest marketer in San Diego, probably one of them. My ad guy like trains him personally, and they work together. And he said it on one of his posts. He said, I just looked down and I realized a fat leader is hypocritical. It was hypocritical being a fat leader.
Mm-hmm.
But he took the post down. He changed his whole page. But that was like it was big, because he was the fat leader that was calling himself a hypocrite. He's like getting into shape, but he keeps teeter-tottering. And I want to see him get it so bad. I need to. Like I need to see him get it. And it just a lot of people say it, and then it's hard for them to back it up 24/7. They just have that draw, and just belief system. And it's really, at a point, it's just selfish because then you were passing on bad traits, especially if you're someone of influence. You know?
Yeah. Well, right on, man. I got the wife tracking macros now, and you can't argue with results. When people see it, they're like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm going to jump on it. So
It's how, yeah. The crazy thing is that people would argue. Someone in the business program said that someone messaged them and he's like, then they were talking about it. They're like, did you see Big Yo's results? And then the other person was like, they're boys. Like they set that up. I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking awesome. That when you have such good results that you obviously cheated, that is so fucking, thank you. Thank you, Mo.
exactly.
Yeah, oh, but it's so fucking, that was like a shining fucking example right there. Cause it's like every time one of our guys' transformations go up, all the bitches are like, oh, the steroids, DRT, da 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 da. Like they could never give them the props, you know. Steroids. What are you taking? Steroids. It's like, dude, you're fucking at your mom's house, farting on the couch, playing video games. You don't know what sacrifice is, you know.
Definitely not. Right on, man. I'll let you push. Thank you.
You have a great day.
You too.
Big David, what's up, bro?
Is this David or the other David? I'm not sure which one you're talking.
David T.
Okay, David T.
Yo, what's going on, Wes?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man? Just started your program like, it's been a week now?
A couple days ago, yeah.
Yeah. So
that one day you
accidentally
sent me a bunch of crazy shit in a text. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Must have been your work or something.
Yeah, dude. That was everything I had to send to my boss.
It was like formulas or something. I'm like, yeah, I don't speak this language, whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, no, I grow for a living, so it's formulas for feed, you know. But quick question, you were just talking about how dropping calories is what's gonna drop my body weight, but muscle is denser than fat. You know, I mean, obviously you know that. I'm sitting at about 200 pounds right now, 210, sometimes 220 because of the way I eat. Now that I'm on your program, I usually ate like 3,000 calories a day because I was trying to bulk up. I want to get fucking leaned out now, so you have me at like 1,800 calories, I think it's like. Is that gonna drop my muscle mass as well?
You don't have any muscle. You don't have any muscle. You barely have any muscle, bro. Like literally, you're like, how much have you really trained in your life? Hypertrophy specific training where you actually were crushing muscle groups.
So no hypertrophy.
So basically you have the same amount of muscle as a post-pubescent teen. You have like 150 pounds of muscle. How could you not? How could you not? Did you eat and train to build muscle in these areas to where you put on 30 pounds of muscle? No, you have about 150 pounds of muscle. So that's why I have you at 158 grams of protein. Anyone who hasn't bodybuilded, anyone who hasn't trained in a hypertrophy specific manner and ate the right amount of protein has the same muscle mass as they did after puberty. There is nothing that could have built it. What could have built it? Unless you were a bike rider or something and you built a couple extra pounds in your legs. I mean, unless you're doing a sport that was putting muscle on you. You haven't done anything past puberty that built the muscle. The only muscle you have is what you got from puberty, which for most males is about 150 to 170 pounds of muscle mass. Now, there's some genetic anomalies where the person will be a 260 pound dude who got fat and he's really got 220, but it really doesn't go much higher than that. Like nobody really has a lean body mass genetically of over about 220, 225 pounds. But the guy who's bigger will be like 260 and he'll be like the 6'4", big ass, naturally yoked dude, but really cut him all the way up. He's about 220, but I can see everybody's genetic frame under there and you're about 150, 155, 158, 150 pounds of lean muscle if you were stripped of all fat. You just gained about 70 pounds of fat over the years. That's why there's no prominent veins. There's no prominent cuts. There's no prominent abs. So the fact is we have to get down to about you're going to be about 175 when you have that good shape. That good
Okay.
shape is going to be about 175, maybe 180 to 175. And then once we get there, we can reverse diet up and use hypertrophy specific training to put on the muscle we want. And it'll happen quick in your first few years because your body's just adapting to it very rapidly.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I had to question, man.
Yeah, so everyone is about that size. That's why they're like, fuck, I'm smaller than I thought. Like when I cut all the way up, I'm like 220, like maybe like
Yeah.
217, 215, fully cut up. And I'm already showing I have abs and veins, and I still got 20 pounds to lose. Like people just don't see where they're holding the fat. But the thing is,
Yeah. Because
at that weight, when you drop down there, you're gonna look way bigger.
yeah. Because about at when I was about 2 years ago, I was at 167 and good looking. You know what I
you
mean?
looked great. Yeah, he looked great. And that's what I was saying. Like between like
And-
158 and 170, you're gonna be crushing. Or like,
Yeah.
like about about 175, 165, you're gonna be crushing it. And then we'll put on weight from there and we'll make sure it's correctly put on to where you're keeping the body fat as low as possible through the reverse diet.
Okay.
It's just all planned out. I mean, once you've done it, it just makes complete sense.
No, definitely. I think the biggest thing for me is figuring out what to fucking eat. I even messaged you about it. I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck to do here, you know? But I got to do my
I mean,
research,
we got it broken down really easy. You just gotta literally keep it way simple. And like the list of foods that I gave you, like literally stick to those until you understand those, and then just learn measurements. If you can't measure, you have to shoot yourself in the face. Like literally, if you can't measure, like a lot of people can't, they'll be like, damn, I don't even know how to measure. It's like, oh, big boy, you got something to learn. Like literally, it's like the easiest shit on the planet, but some people can't learn. That's like their biggest problem is they refuse to learn. They won't learn. They can't learn. And like, that's where everyone's fucked. Like as soon as you break that bridge open of learning something like that you never knew, then all of a sudden you broke that constriction of like refusing to learn anything new. Now you're like, I want to learn everything new. And that's when people start killing it in this program.
Awesome. Thanks very much, man.
Love it, bro. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Big David McCarthy, what's up?
Hey, well, it's good to speak.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I've been working very hard for the last month. I hit flow state, and I've been 24/7 vision construction, and I'm really proud of what I'm creating. Along the way, I feel like you mentioned the word intention earlier in this call, and I feel like my intention has slipped, and I'm just I'm left.
Yeah, sometimes when you start to kill it in the early stages, your intentions start to operate more. You start to fall under the ego more.
I've been really, I feel like I've become, I'm not sure, but I would really love if you could just talk a little bit about intention and explore that topic, because I don't know what's going wrong, but I think my intention has slipped. I feel like I'm doing it for selfish reasons as opposed to altruistic reasons.
Yeah, I mean, at the start of every endeavor, it starts off ego based. I mean, so that's just the beginning. You just got to keep going until you start to see the underlying true issues you're doing it for. But everything has to start off ego based. Your first check, you bought something for yourself. You weren't thinking about generational wealth. Your first relationship, you wanted something from the person. Kisses, you wanted to touch them. You wanted to use them, basically. You wanted something from them. By the time you get older in life, you want to give your soul to the person. I mean, it's just maturity. Maturity in that pursuit has to be gained for each pursuit. So now this pursuit, the maturity's low. You want the body. You want to look good. You want these things. And then once you're 15 years in, that can't still exist. You're seriously just doing it to like, it's you. You're used to the looks now. And now you're just like, I'm doing it for way different reasons. So it's just immature. The start of every pursuit is immature.
Thank you.
Yeah, as the maturity grows with every pursuit. We'll just stand back and look at the ones you've done well in your life and see how different you are from start to finish. And this will be the same with your body. And that's why the people who are very superficial, they quit pursuits of physical endeavors, aesthetic pursuits. Superficial people quit them very quick because they're not getting their physical result very quick. And the deepest people will stick to it for a long time. But then there's some people who just can stick to it for a very long time for a very superficial reason. I mean, there's the gray area to everything, but for the most part, the people who stuck to it for a long time are showing up for the feeling over the results, you know? Like all the 4 o'clock motherfuckers in my gym, they don't look no different. Like they're not gonna change. They've been doing it for so fucking long. Like the older cats who've been doing it forever, like they're not gonna change. It's part of who they are. It makes them feel good. They're showing up for the feeling.
Yeah. As I've been constructing my day, I keep adding and adding and adding and adding and adding and adding more things, trying to maximize every minute of every hour. And I'm not sure should I be structuring my day more rigidly, or should I should it be how would I say, the same structure every day, and just, or should I continue?
I just stick to the same process every day and add shit in where it can fit, you know?
Yeah.
It's just natural progression of adding variables to increase progression.
Maturity. I'm immature in this process, and it'll come.
Yeah,
with
some
time.
people try to just move too quick. Like I enjoy the process of everything. So I'm just really enjoying it. Like I fucking just I enjoy
Hey,
having
yeah.
I enjoy having something to do. I enjoy having a purpose in the morning. My purpose isn't the destination. I've never had trouble getting the woman, getting the money, getting any of this stuff. I've always had money. Like always. I've never not had money of my own. Like ever. Like when I was 11, I had more money than most fuckers in here. And it's just what it is. Like I've been that motherfucker since day one. And I wasn't doing it right. But I'm just saying I've never not been able to get exactly what I was trying to get. And I mean, the thing is now I just had to do it in a real way, you know?
And enjoy it.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
well, I never was in a deficit of it, so I wasn't a rush to get it. I was more enjoying the process, you know? Like I got, even when I was hustling drugs and shit, I was submersed in the process, of stacking and stacking more, stacking. It wasn't like, there was no end result. I was just fucking stacking and hustling, you know? It's just what it was. Like I just get in the zone of it, you know, the work.
You're right, bro. I've been looking for yeah, I've been focusing on results. I've been focusing on results as opposed to the process. You're right.
Yeah, I just get fucking absorbed in the process. I love it. I'm stuck right in here, you know. I want to keep going. My throat's giving out, so I'm gonna bang through everybody as quick as I can.
Thank you.
It's like fucking literally this is my 4th phone call today, and this one's going on 2 hours, so like 6 hours talking and videos shot. People were like, "How come you're not doing the walking video in the morning?" I just can't even do it no more. My throat's done at the end of each day. I think I'm getting like throat cancer, dude. It's gonna be fucked. It actually gets like painful right here. It's crazy. Big Reynolds, what's up, David? You have a good day.
Yo.
Hey Wes, hey everybody, man. Thank you for setting up this call, man. I'm freaking dependent on it now, and I need it so much. Thank you, appreciate it. Let me get straight to it. Wes, I feel like I'm getting drawn into abstinence. I'm getting drawn into just holding back and refraining and just focusing on myself. And I remember watching one of the previous Q&As where you mentioned that when you first came out, you lasted about 8 months or so before you hooked up with somebody. So I just wanted to.
I was just doing it because I wasn't going to lie to anybody. It's not that I wasn't doing it for myself. I just wasn't going to lie to anybody. So there was no one worth being with that came around. I just believe in karmic debt in that aspect. So I wasn't going to use somebody.
Right. So I guess when you met Val, that's when you were like, all right, that's it right here.
Well, I had like one relationship before that was very quick and only like the person came from out of country, and it was literally like few real engagements and encounters in person. But we were trying to make it work. I mean, like it just didn't work out, you know?
Got you.
But then before that, I didn't hook up with anyone. And then after that, I didn't for like another 6 months. And then I found my wife, and I'm like, dude, let's do this. Just dilute yourself any other way.
Yeah. What made you strike? Like knowing that you have so much to offer, knowing that you have so much to lose if things were to go sideways. What made you be like,
I don't ever, people who think about if stuff's going to go sideways are pussies, and they're bitches, and they'll fuck their whole life up doing that. You never do that. You only fucking think about how it's going to work. You never spend any energy thinking about how it's not going to work. If it doesn't work, you still spend all your energy making it work when it's not working. You never spend any energy constructing thoughts of how it's not going to work. Ever. It never happens. Like, even when it's not working, you guys still have full faith it's going to work and do everything to make it work.
Roger that.
I don't do that shit ever. Like if there's a 0.0001 chance that it could work out, I'm like, done. This is what we have to do.
Got you.
Yeah, people do that shit too much. They talk themselves out of, like, I mean, if you're not in it, get the fuck out of it. But I mean, if you still want it, don't lie to yourself.
Roger that. Thank you, Wes.
Relationships are difficult, but never try to convince your mind of something your heart knows is a lie. You know, if you want the person, do everything you can to be with them. You know? Much love, bro. Thank you. That's a good one. I mean, those are hard, way difficult. You have a
Thank you,
good.
sir. You too.
Big Ali, what's up, bro?
Yes, Wes. I keep it quick. I love that phrase you mentioned earlier, the post-pubescent teen. I'm going to use that shit. That is
Motherfucking post-pubescent teen size, homeboy. We've been
That is-
fucking hitting that shit on yard since fuck, man. I don't even know how many calendars passed baking on that yard, talking shit to everybody. I just was out there doing the same shit on the weight pile while everyone's doing dips and push-ups. Like, fucking what, dude? Just high as fuck on coffee, freaking out, fucking mangling sets. Like, just monster status, bro. Just fucking get
beast mode.
yeah,
Beast.
dude, get
Fuck, I can't wait for it. Wes, I
Leave
just want to ask
your
you one
life on
thing.
the line.
I know it's been a long day for you, so I'll just ask a quick question. When's the Wes Watson camp going to be available, Wes?
Yeah, I don't even fucking, dude. I don't even know how people pull all that off. Like, fucking, what I'm doing right now is taking precedence. So when something like that is able to happen, that'd be cool. But like, I see like Bedros does shit like that, and other people do shit like that. But it would be fucking in the future sometime. But right now, I already just got myself so extended with. I want to give people the life, you know.
Yeah.
I want to create a bunch of people who are making 6 figures a month and they're doing what they love and they're just like, and then you're like, yeah, come to the campus, 20 racks. And they're like, fuck, no shit. Ain't nothing. You know, I don't want to not have people who killed it so hard that that's something to them, you know, like right now I want to take people's extra income and make them more income. I don't want to just, you know, I really want to build people financially because I feel like I've addressed it in the call before that a lot of people were killing it with their training and their nutrition, but I sensed like an overall aura of like fear with financials. And so I really needed to address that. And I sat down and I knew the way I had to address it was to make people uncomfortable about it. And I had to bring them out of their comfort zone about it. Like, you shouldn't be comfortable struggling every month about money. There's too many ways. Like, you just shouldn't be. And so I had to offer a way for those that were ready. You know, I have to address their struggle so that I don't feel like a fucking dick for existing, you know, like you have to bring them up to your level. Like the people around you, you have to bring them up to your level. It's on you. If you see it so clearly, everybody sees everything so clearly, yet they don't bring up the people around them. They just criticize. Like, if I'm going to criticize you, I'm going to bring you the fuck up to where I'm at. So we can both stand back and be like, you were right. I was tripping. And I'm like, hell yeah, winning now, winning.
Yeah, Wes. That's the next chapter, Wes. That is.
Nobody wants to be in a winner's circle alone. You're not winning if you're doing it alone, you know? You want to bring people up and be like, fuck yeah, dude. And they're just like, fuck, what the fuck? How'd you do that? Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I can't wait till I get to that stage one day, Wes.
But I'm expediting the process so quick to where people are coming in not even knowing a macro. And then a year later, they're fully ripped. 12, you know, a little bit after that, they're fucking fully making a living off of what I taught them. Something that took me 13 years to do, I taught them in 13 months. It's fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Like, fuck. Serious? Like, I love it.
No, that's big respect.
It's mind-boggling. It's
A
mind
lot
boggling.
of people keep that stuff to themselves, and you just laying it out there like that.
I'm sensing someone suffering, and I'm a big talker, and they gotta see me live and shit. I'm like, fuck that. Nah, like even my boys when they come hang out, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Go take the Lambo, go roll. Fool. I don't want to do that. Go fucking roll, dude. What the fuck? Like, it's sunny out. I'm gonna be on calls all day. Go do your damn thing. You know? Like I don't even like it. Like it doesn't, I haven't even drove this shit in like a week. I don't give a fuck. Like that shit don't even do nothing to me anymore. It becomes my norm to where like that's a grocery getter now. Like fuck it. Like you level up so quick, your norm it just keeps going.
Yeah, the world, you've seen the whole world, Wes. You don't see anything, nothing really gives you that satisfaction in the material world.
Only this, I do. For me, it's either flow state or pain. I don't have in between. I don't have joy because joy, in my eyes, pleasure has been linked to suffering. You know, like pleasure has been linked to pain. You know, and fucking literally sacrifice has been linked to pleasure. So if I'm not fully working for something, I don't feel pleasure. I only feel nothing right now. I'm in flow state. There's nothing. I'm just existing. There's no time. There's no future. There's no past. It's pure inner peace. Time's not fucking with me. But then once the real world happens, it's like, oh, this is bullshit. And then pleasure has been linked to pain for me. Like pleasure has been linked to regression. Pleasure has been linked to me being less of myself. So I can't even really indulge in pleasure. And people are like, what type of life is that? It's like a selfless one. A one where I construct something. The greatest service you can do for others is be your best fucking self. And these people they ain't getting that. They're like, what do you mean? How are you enjoying life? It's like, oh, you fucking simple bitch. Like, what do you mean? Like, go enjoy your weed and your fucking whatever the fuck. Like, I mean, what are you doing? The people who live like that for pleasure, they're such a liability to everybody around them. Everyone's like, fuck, are you gonna pull it together, stupid? And stupid's like, oh, fuck, oh, and carne asada fries, fucking, oh, I'm kind of killing it, huh? Check me out, I'm kind of doing it. It's like, no, you're kind of not. Like, get the fuck out of here, stupid. Get back to work. But like, they're delusional, you know?
Fuck, man. You know, every question I've had in my mind, you just answer it just by watching your videos, Wes.
Yeah.
It's all subconsciously. It's all just like building up. Now it's starting to reflect in my actions, in my daily life, in my family, with my kids. It's just like it's like going into a black hole in a new dimension. You know what I mean?
Dude, but when you link pleasure with regression, it's repulsive. And then when you just link seeking your purpose with pleasure, you fucking have found it. You know, like I couldn't even fucking do what people do. I'm going to sit around a table with a bunch of guys drinking and telling stories and giggling and shit. What the fuck? Like, this is what these motherfuckers go do. Like I just can't even fucking fathom that. Like, I spend every hour is spent towards creating the life I promised myself and my family, you know, and everybody I spoke to. Like the living example, you know.
You trying to sleep?
No. Thanks, though.
No, respect for that, Wes.
Yeah, I mean, but that's, you know, that's what we do. I mean, there's just few that choose to live like that. The ones that do, they'll be massively rewarded. And the reward won't be financial or external unless they connect that dot too. But the reward will always be internal. But the key is to connect all dots.
You know, Wes, that's the thing as well. Like everything else I listen to or see now, it just isn't fulfilling me now. So I'm gonna borrow your whole life purpose. I'm gonna borrow it for a while until I can.
Dude, that's everybody's life's purpose. I've said that what I share as our life's purpose is everybody's, to create the man you admire in every way and then just give him away. So along the way, the hero's journey, you pick up all this wisdom and you create this man you admire, and the struggle of creating the body, the struggle of creating the look, the struggle of making the success, the struggle of getting rid of all the bad habits internally and externally, the struggle of dropping all your negative characteristics. You've learned everything. Like by the time you create the man you really admire with no lies, you've learned everything there is to learn. And I mean, I'm not saying it, there's always different degrees, but you've touched a different level of everything that someone would want to change. So you know the path, like the back of your hand. You were there every moment, every day.
Yeah, I'm feeling that, Wes.
Love it, bro. You always got real good vibe, bro.
Oh, fucking hell, Wes. You're the one with the vibe, man. We're just your
I-
students, Wes.
I just unbiasedly live it. Like I don't give a fuck. I'd rather die. When people say I'd rather die than be successful and be like the person I want to be, they just say it. I would rather die.
And I feel it. I feel it when you say that, Wes. It makes me want to you just inspire me to be the same. I just think, fuck, man, what am I living for? All this pleasure and shit. I mean, just get out there, live a hard life. I mean, we've all got pain in our hearts.
See, that's the problem. The only thing that holds people back is it gets too hard for them. But that's where I made the change. Like I thought it was getting too hard for me, and then I looked at myself and I'm like, you think you're hard though? Like, isn't this what you think you are? So every guy thinks he's tough until it's really time to do the hard shit. But then he's willing to resort to the easiest thing in the world, which is I'll punch you or I'll shoot you. It's like, well, you're just gonna cry about that when you get busted. Now that ain't hard, it's just the reality of it. I've seen it full circle.
And I just sweep it under the carpet. Years and years of shit sweeping under the carpet, Wes.
Always.
And you're just bringing it all out though. So it's fucking hell. It's like a journey just started for me.
Oh, but it's good. It's the journey. You're crossing the bridge. They refer to it as crossing the bridge, where you leave your old self behind,
But I know I got a long way away, so I'm not.
It's a lifelong journey. I still got a long way, but the people who love the process, it passes like, dude, I went to my wife. I'm like, fuck, this week is fucking flown by. Some people that wouldn't be their reality,
And kids, Wes, I mean, little Wolfie now is 2, right? 2, 3 years old.
He's like 2.5.
2.5 now. Yeah, I got one 2.5 as well. And doesn't it like take a lot of your mental strength? Doesn't it take a lot of that?
I don't stress on what needs to be done. So the only thing we're ever doing the only thing that makes something hard is the stress about doing it, not doing it. Nothing's really hard. Like it's the way we think about what has to be done. Like we make it hard by our view on it, our perspective. Like someone who grew up in the most horrible conditions ever wouldn't think anything we're talking about is hard. They'd be like, what the fuck? Eating that chicken and rice all day is hard? Like, that's the best day of my life. Like, I've been starving my whole life, and you're bitching about eating the chicken and rice? Like, that's just hard as perspective. And we're all crying about some diet food, and they'll never see the day. The day you're crying about, they'll never see in their whole life. They'll die before they ever see that day you're crying about.
So true, man.
Yeah, we're pussies. We're bitches. Like, literally.
So when's the wolf pack coming, Wes? When's the wolf pack going?
My wife ran into a friend of mine, and he had the fattest, like he's white and his girl's Asian, and he had the fattest little Asian baby. It was like 14 months old, and like it was crazy. Like it's like a cartoon character. And my wife was like holding her. She's like, "Oh my God, what is this?" It was like she was like the cutest little thing you've ever seen. It was a trip. And started crying. They gave her like a lollipop. She's all like it would, you would drip. You'd be like, that's not even real. That's like the cutest little baby ever. And my son's like all trippy. He's like, the fuck's going on? Like, and they were like, she hasn't even walked yet because she was so fat, and she was like 14 months old. It was a trip. So yeah, my wife was talking about having a baby once she saw the baby. I'm like, nah, we're good for a little bit. We're good for a minute. Let Wolf get a little older. What's he doing? Wolf, what's up? What are you doing? He might be asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sleeping.
He's a lone wolf today. He's a lone wolf.
What's he doing? I don't know what she said. He said something.
Yeah, you go to your family, bro.
Ali, you have a great day, bro.
Love you, bro, man.
There's so much love. You got good ass energy. We need you to level the fuck up. Your people, when you turn that corner and your people see it, they're gonna be like, fuck.
I can't wait, Wes. I can't fuck.
Thank you so much, bro. Sorry, I was fucking with the message that came in right here. You have a great day, Ali. Send that dude in here. Big Bart, what's up, bro?
Hey, Wes, how are you doing?
Chilling?
Great call. Just wanted to say the video again from Friday about non-negotiables. It was like when you spoke about how we are losing energy on negotiating, the food and
Oh,
when
yeah.
we do workout, it just like clicked like automatically, and it was finally when I understood why I cannot why, for example, meal prepping and all stuff.
Say what's up, bro?
Hey, man.
Say hi.
Hey, bro.
Tell him the whole story that you were telling. Tell him the story. Yeah. That's his nervous laugh when people laugh.
How are you, man?
Say hi.
Having a good day?
Did you have fun at the park? Say bye.
Bye-bye.
I think he's going Asian. He just literally like, hell yeah. Shit.
He's awesome. He's really
It's
awesome.
crazy. It's craziness. That's gonna be the dopest thing. Like, what are you fucking doing? When you don't fucking let yourself down or your family down for so fucking long that you just are killing it and everything's structured. There's still problems in life, but you took care of the main ones. I mean, like, that's what you want. That's the goal, I mean, to later in life for them to be like, no, my dad really didn't do any of that fucking bullshit. He just wasn't even like that. He was against that shit. He'd done it, Like, for us to still be making fucking stupid mistakes when we got that much at stake, like the way our kids view us, oh my God. Like, you have so much at stake right there. The way that motherfucker's gonna view you, I'm gonna have the craziest helicopter in like 3 years. I'm landing at the top of the building. Like, hey, you ready to go? Fool? He's gonna be like, fuck it, let's go. Like, the fuck, and then still being like, people are like, it's not all about money. It's like, well, you're not even in shape either. And you drink. Like, what are you about? Like, what is it about them, bro? Like, we hit it on all areas, and that's what I want everyone to see. They can, with the right process, you'll hit on all areas because you'll just be governing your whole life by the same habits and the same system.
Yeah, man. Since I've started, watching you join the program, like I see parents working with their kids, and when they're like overweight, smoking, and I'm like, yeah, it's like, why are you doing this? Like,
Laziness. They didn't want to learn. They're just lazy. They're like even my wife's like, oh, like she does what I would do. Like, the baby's crying, just hand them a big old sugary lollipop that was like as big as their head. But like, I mean, at a certain time we'll get away from that. But parents buckle because they're like, fuck, dude, my kid's wilding out. Just give them the fucking gummy bears. Shit. Like, I see it. I do it. I mean, I do it. Like, I'm like, give him the fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Dude, give him that shit. Like, but I mean, once he starts to get to a certain age, I already told people like his allowance will be hitting macros, reading books, and doing workouts. Like, how much of an allowance you want, dog? Be like, did you hit your macros? Did you, let me see the 6-pack, fool. Let me see the book. Like, I'm gonna pay you better than your fucking first career for you to listen to this shit. And like, hey, if it's not what you want to do, don't do it. But you could go work at Dairy Queen. It's all good. But dad pays better.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, be like, Subway's calling, homeboy. Get on down there.
And he'll probably rebel anyway, but eventually he'll appreciate what you were doing. It's always like this.
Yeah, we'll offer we'll outpay him. We'll be like, okay, this is the job you want. Like, why are we teaching our kids to be gardeners and shit? Why are we teaching our kids to wash cars and shit? Why are we teaching our kids to take the trash out? Fuck, man, I'm gonna have people doing that fucking shit. And I'm gonna pay him to do the real shit, personal development. I'm gonna teach him to be a fucking motherfucker, I'm gonna teach him real skills. I'm gonna pay him his allowance to learn real skills. Hey, read this whole book, I'll give you this money, dude. Tell him to write a, I got 200 on it. Read that whole book and then write me a report on it. Tell me what it meant to you. But all of a sudden we're teaching our kids to be janitors and fucking, and we're teaching them to be fucking, landscapers and shit. Nothing against landscapers. My uncle made good money, took care of his family, but now he wished he didn't fucking do it.
Yeah, man. And especially when you give this invest in the self development, they can become whatever they want and at the top level. That's the thing.
They teach them to be in control emotionally, physically, spiritually. Like,
Yeah.
trust me, he's gonna get plenty hard work from the fucking burpees more than cleaning up the shit around the fucking yard. Like, nah, let's see how many burpees you got. I got $1 on each one. What you got? I'm gonna sit here. I got $1 for each one, bro. Get it. You know, when
Yeah.
he's like fucking 12, I'll film that shit. Everyone was well, I'm still fuck. Holy shit, that fucking kid's crushing it. If he wants to, if he doesn't, there ain't no money.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what dad pays for. Dad pays for that. If not, do your thing, homie.
Yeah. And it's better investment of your money than like good grades, for example, at school, because again, it will.
Our school system failed us a long time.
Yeah.
Dude, we don't. I mean, what did your school really teach you? I mean, that failed us a long time.
Yeah. Just one quick question, because like you always said that you had this vision. It was really strong and burning vision. Did you ever have a client who, like, quieting this burning desire of this kind of vision, and what was the process of reigniting this like a really strong emotional drive?
No, they just the people who won't be able to voice their vision, and I mean it's just because they don't have a belief system. They don't have a strong enough belief system, so they have to just saturate themselves around people really doing that. So they believe it's true. You can't believe it's true if everyone you hang around is a fucking bum fuck. Like you have to be around like fucking Grant Cardone like spent millions to hang around a billionaire friend all day. Like he wanted to absorb like what this fucking dude was and did. And he spent millions doing it. You know?
Right.
I mean, this is what it was. Like you have to get yourself into that circle. Dan what I'm drawing a blank. The old dude who yells all the time. Dan fucking Pena.
Pena, yeah.
Dan Pena, he used to go to those country clubs and shit before he could ever afford them, just to be around that level of success. But in all reality, a lot of people on our level that we grew up, they're always sitting there like talking shit about what they don't want to become because they fear what they don't understand. Oh, fuck that shit. That's not for me. It's like, you don't have to be like them. Can't you just take the traits you want of everybody and make your own person? Like, there's one guy who's way successful in there that would love to be your friend and talk to you. There's probably 10 that don't. I mean, like the whole thing is like people who are in like stuck in a scarcity mindset they broadly generalize people worse than anybody. Like literally broad generalizations are the epitome of ignorance, and people who operate from a scarcity mindset generalize people like a motherfucker. Only the abundance mindset sees the gray area, and they're like, no. All types of people exist from all walks of life. Shut the fuck up, you know?
No, absolutely. I'm just asking because, like I realized that I definitely, when I was younger, I had this kind of like desire to be this and this, like everyone does it. Everyone has it. But because of, my low self-esteem was getting weaker and weaker, I talked myself into not having this desire, like, oh no, I'm good with what I have, I'm good with not being rich, etc. So I'm just wondering how to reignite this fire. So
you don't like seek to be anything, you just seek to perfect your habits and the way you conduct yourself, and then just really you seek to just have exemplary fucking personal development where you outdo everyone you're around. I outdo everybody I'm around. How could I not win at anything I choose? I'll outdo you. I'll show up 7 days a week. You'll show up 5. I won't party on Friday. You will. I mean, it's really just way simple, but people, like I said, people build up an idea that it's so complex to justify their failure. Like it must be some complex shit that's keeping me from it because I can't get it and I'm a smart guy. No, you're making it complex in your head to justify your failures. Really just get rid of everything that's in your way for 10 years and see what you become. Like I told my little buddy today, I said, exactly what you're doing now. You're 23. If you just do exactly what you're doing now and continue to progress in all areas, small progression in all areas, by the time you're my age, you're murdering where I'm at. Like as long as you don't just shoot yourself in the foot all of a sudden.
Right. Okay, so focus on the process instead of like big some result. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just wanted to say again, this video from Friday again, fucking amazing, man. And
I liked that one because it was on my mind for a few days and I had been exploring it, you know.
yeah, and weirdly enough, just one thing. Over the past 2 days since you released the video, I've listened to like way little less podcasts than before because, like you said, like remove the stuff. But I came across 2 podcasts when they were like discussing exactly this kind of stuff, like making those, they didn't use the same words, but like making no exceptions to some habits, so you have more energy for difficult decisions that you actually should make. Yeah, whether the the mindset or
It's the billionaire mindset where they keep the choices really limited so that all energy is condensed and it's a fucking definitive purpose, definitive action towards a singular focus. You know?
Yeah, amazing. Okay, man, sorry, I'm gonna let you go because your family's waiting. Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, you have a great day, Bart. I appreciate it.
Awesome, thank you.
I think we just might have to have him run in here again so he doesn't start to get pissed. Big Nabs, what's up, bro?
How you doing, Wes? Thank you very much for everything you're doing. A quick question. A lot of my personal development is because I'm a teacher. I'm trying to be a good example for the students I teach, and my future wife and kid. I'm in this school until August, and I've got to really make an impact in this short amount of time. My issue is about being liked. I'm not fully going beast mode on the kids because I don't want to offend them, or I don't, I want them to like me, and it's a form of weakness. I have improved. Sorry?
How old are the kids?
So they're from 11 to 16.
Yeah, you gotta just be it can't be words at that point. You gotta be a shining example and like a fucking soundboard where they ask you questions. They gotta just look up to you so much that they ask you, you can't come at them hard. So, I mean, you just gotta keep developing you to where you're so sick where the kids come up and be like, they're like, hey, Big Nabs, how'd you get those muscles? And then you tell them, you can't force something on them that you're not yet. You got to build yourself up further to where they're like, yeah, like I want to be like you. And they ask you, if you're forcing it on them, you'll repel them,
Yeah, but I see what you're saying, but like there's areas of weaknesses financially, family wise, which I need to level up on before they start looking up to me. And that
yeah, all areas, but we all do. But I mean, there's areas they will be asking you in, and those are your areas that they're drawn to, where it's obvious that you excel in that area. So, I mean, the thing is just to don't over teach,
Got you. Thank you very much.
A lot of people over teach and it just gets so lost,
Yeah. Leading by example, and the energy will show it. If I think when I take my morning routine, man, I come in.
Oversimplify and lead by example. They'll ask you. When we're good, we'll tell people. When we're great, they'll tell us. You know what's up. You have a great day, bro.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
100%. You have a good one. Big Jonathan, what's up? Last 5, we're banging through.
How we doing, Wes? Thank you for taking my question.
Yeah, dude, I gotta get everybody. I feel like a bitch if I fucking tapped out. But I told everyone they should have a question. So, hey, don't back out when you got what you asked for, right?
That's right. I have a marriage question for you.
Oh yeah, marriage is difficult. Babe, come in here.
Should I wait?
He's got a marriage question. What is it? I haven't
Okay. So somebody in your position. I've been married 13 years. Love my wife.
Damn, you're the fucking man. I should ask you questions. Marriage question. Where you going? We're gonna get both perspectives, male and female. Get it?
Awesome. Somebody in your position, successful, ripped, rich, rare, as you talk about. I'm sure you get women of all backgrounds proposition you, whether it's in your DMs, at the gym, in public. What do you tell yourself to fight that? Yeah, besides the life.
I've committed my life to my wife. I don't give a fuck. Like there's no draw to anything like that, I mean,
Okay.
obviously people, it really doesn't even happen that much because of my energy, my character, and that I consistently put out my values. You would think I get all these chicks DMing me. It doesn't happen at all. Like even when I posted right now that is this proper attire for my wife to wear to the park on my story and Instagram, nobody even talks shit. Like I don't really get that much shit talk, or I don't get stuff that's out of alignment with the values I put out there. So like in all reality, it's kind of maybe what you're putting out there. If you're like kind of inviting it, it's coming, you know?
All right.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
really an
Yeah.
approachable guy. Like girls aren't just like, hey, fucking like, there's people are scared of me. Like,
Intimidating.
Yeah,
He's
like-
not just someone that you just go up to and you're like, hey, what's up?
like it's just, you know, I just put that out there on purpose that this is who the fuck I am, you know? So people aren't even that strong-willed even to impose their own desires. When they know you're strong-willed, they're gonna be like so hesitant to ever question you. Like people don't like conflict, you know, it takes a rare individual
And
to
if
try.
they do, they have to deal with me.
And she'll fuck them up. Like literally, dude, if a chick comments on my shit, she'll like the comment from the chick.
Oh,
Like
okay.
if a chick comments on my post, she'll just go like the chick's comment. Like, hey, I'm watching. I don't give a fuck. I have no fucking, you know, there's no reason, you know, and so we only get respect. Like I had a girl one time send me like a type of video like that. I said, the fuck, I'm married. And I thought she was gonna be like talk shit back, and she's like, oh, I respect that. My bad, I didn't see that or something. And I was like, oh well, that was pretty cool, but still blocked her and shit. But it was like, I thought she was gonna like talk shit, but like people respect that shit. It's just respected, you know.
She like ended up feeling really bad about
She like felt bad about it. Like, oh shit, I didn't even fucking pay attention, you know.
My biggest weakness as for me just personally is I feed into the attention and I feed into the compliments and
What's
like
it
you
really
said, let
gonna
that energy
like?
go.
Yeah, what's it really gonna be? It's not gonna be shit. Like I kind of like do that like self-image wise from proximity, like when I'm like driving or like stuff like that. But I do it more like in a whole, no direct individuals. Like I just like view myself from other people's eyes to like pump myself up about my life, which people would like see that as weird or something. But you have to do that if you're gonna be in the public eye, you know. Like my coach told me, he's like, no, go get that shit. Like I was like, hey, should I move to the place above me? And I'm like, it's double as much. He's like, obviously, what the fuck? You're gonna stay there mentally? You're not worth it. Like, and so everything was that, but like that's self-image creation. But if you're doing anything to like exacerbate it or engage it, well, now you're not operating as a committed individual. If you don't have commitment in your relationship, you have commitment in nothing. Like if you lie to the person you lay down with, you're fucked.
That's right. Thank you, Wes.
Like I judge men by that. Like a dude, like I'll be like looking at a chick and I know he's got a chick. I'm like, the fuck are you doing? Can you let her live her fucking life, bro? And can you fucking can you like be the man you say you are? What would you be to me? Like the person you lay down with, you lie to? Like, what are you gonna do to me when shit hits the fan? You're gonna sell me upriver, bro.
Right. All right. Got it. That was it. Thank you.
100%, bro. It just shows distrust. You don't want your boys to be like that. You don't want to be like that to anyone. Like people, successful people like me see that. They're like, oh, this dude ain't trustworthy. Done. Fuck that. Like only lesser men validate that. Because they know
Yes,
what's
sir.
easy and what's hard.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You know what's up, bro? 13 years, you're the man. Big Oscar, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, Wes? Real quick, so I'm dealing with sorry, I'm fucking all over the place. I'm so fucked up right now. So before I joined, I had COVID and shit, and then after I got over COVID, I joined the program, and now I'm dealing with this fucking post-COVID shit, where it's shortness of breath, a lot of fucking high. My heart rate is so high and shit, a lot of fatigue. So like I'm all over the place trying to figure out like a whole new workout plan till I get like all my shit checked out, like my heart rate, my lungs, all that.
I would just do whatever you can from the workout. Like don't push yourself hard. Just do whatever you can till it passes, you know?
Okay, so mostly like more body weights type shit.
Yeah, just whatever you can. If you can't do dumbbell presses, do push-ups. If you can't do full pull-ups, do assisted ones. If you can't do real squats with weight, do body weight ones. Just do the lesser version.
Okay, till I get all this shit you know,
Yeah,
figure.
just do it to get mentally sound each day, you know?
Okay, and then stick obviously with the fucking with my whole eating shit, all that the
Yeah,
same.
you want to eat you want the macros to be as solid as possible to have the nutrition to heal yourself.
Got it. All right, that's it, boss.
Fuck, I hope you get through that shit. I don't know. I've heard people say COVID's fucked for some people. I've heard all of it. Like, I don't know. I've never had it, but I've seen close homies who aren't fucking lying, who were fucking floored from that shit. And I've seen people not get that affected by it. So we don't know much, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing is that, you know, I didn't get it too hard when I had it, and now it's just really fucking with me.
Yeah, one of my homies got way fucked by it. It wasn't no lie. Dude was fucked up off it. But then I've seen people just barely get anything. You know what's up? You have a
Yeah.
great day, bro.
Appreciate you, boss.
100%, homie. Big Mugwani, what's up, bro?
Yes, sir. Thanks, Wes. My name is Mwangi. I'm up here in Canada. I just had a quick question for you about bridging the gap. So I'm chasing my bridge the gap. Yeah. So I'm chasing my vision right now, and I'm building my digital marketing agency from home. And I'm in my second month, and I think the issue I'm facing right now is bridging the gap mentally. So I think what's happening is, like, I'm in my second month. This week, like, literally my bills are all dependent on the sales calls I have lined up this week. And I just keep finding myself, like, going into the sales. I feel like that scarcity is like the customers can smell it, so to speak.
Oh
you know?
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Don't let your energy change, you know?
it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. So
That's the biggest thing, like the societal constraint that society puts on you to pay bills and shit while chasing that's the test.
Yeah.
Like, you know, those movies where, like, if the guy would have made one hesitation and he's running towards that door that's closing, if he would have hesitated that whole time, he wouldn't have made it through. That's you. Like, quit hesitating and just do everything to get through that next step. And the hesitation is going to be exactly what tripped you up and made you fail. So, I mean, it's just like, you don't have time to even operate from scarcity. It's just exactly what you know is going to work for the client. Just don't get in your own way at all, you know?
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. And then last question would just be, like, you know, when building a business, is there a certain point or threshold that you want to wait for organic base before you start running ads, or should I be jumping?
I believe in massive organic growth before anything, but most of my clients on the fitness program, I'll have them sign like 10 clients organically before they even run an ad, because what's going to happen? We're going to run some ads, and it's going to speed up the death rate. So if you're already not closing people and you're talking to them, well then fuck. If we throw 100 people on your plate and you don't close the first 30, you might just fucking quit.
Facts.
Like, you have to have some fucking, like, dude, like, look how many people are coming through my shit right now. Like, there's like 5 leads right there. Like, there's been, no, there's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7. So, I mean, and there's been like 175 throughout the day. I haven't even had 10% of closes. Like, to someone who hasn't had success in this area, that would be a fucking death sentence. They'd be like, dude, I talked to 175 people and didn't close one. Like, that would kill them. So before you run ads and you speed up the fucking the actual client calls and the fucking leads, like, you want to make sure the person has some success in closing first, so they have something to fall back on in case you know, like I said, it'll speed up the death rate. Just get organic sales first.
100%. I totally understand. Thank you for sharing that with me.
If someone had as many leads as I did, and they didn't have the past I did of so many closes, like, today would have killed them. They would have been like, fuck, I had 200 leads and I closed 4 people. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's been the last 2 months for me. Like,
yeah. So I have, like, every day that happens, and some days I get 20, 30 signups. Some days I get 3. And like our typical ratio on this one funnel is like less than 10%. Like, this one funnel right here is 9.46%. On like 4.8 million was the value of the pipeline on 8,296 opportunities. I closed fucking 9.46%. That's not that good.
Yeah.
Like, a good seller closes 20%. So I like to get those people who had like 16 opportunities in the DM and they close like 10 motherfuckers, you know, or they did 30 cold DMs a day for a week and they closed 10 people, you know.
Thanks, Wes.
They don't realize that's like my daily ratio.
Mhm.
The ratio's low, and people are coming like knowing what they're after with me, and I've spoken to them before. Like I have a guy who messaged me yesterday, and the last time we talked was like 2019 or 2020, a year before, around the same time, and he had the same fucking response to the same shit. He's like, "Oh no, I just can't do that right now." I'm like, "Do you realize I sent him the screenshot back? I said you said that this year. You said that the same thing this time last year." I'm like, "You're fucking pathetic." And he's like, "No, this and that and the other." And I said, "Fuck you, you're pathetic. It's even worse that you hit me back up and had the same answer. Like you should have just known. What would you think it changed? Like, fuck, level up, bro. What the fuck?
No, 100%.
Quit shopping till you do. Cut bills till you do. Live very frugal till you're so far ahead you can never be touched again." That was my secret. I lived frugal as fuck till I had like 300 stacks, you know, like I had 300 grand before I bought a car.
That's wisdom. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I appreciate
Most can't do it though, because they got kids, they got life. They really can't go back on their bills, but they can cut places. Like, so look at all the places you could cut back and be honest, you know, and be fucking detailed. Get everywhere you could scale back and fucking just put all your effort into the business. But like, honestly, I ate canned chicken and didn't have a car while making 6 figures monthly. Like, and I was like, no, I was scared. I'm like, fuck, like I can't fail again. I failed last time with my drug money. I can't fail this time. It's working. And I'm like, I got to get way ahead. And I was like, I show my dad, I'm like, dude, I have 100 grand in this account. And he's like, fuck, like he never seen that much money in one account. And then by a couple weeks out, I'm like, I got 200 full. And he's like, damn. Then I was like, dude, I got 3 fucking 100. He's like, are you gonna buy a car? I'm like, okay, we'll go down there. Like, I wanted to have $1 million before I bought a car.
Yeah.
That was just stupid though, because like then I had a car and I met my wife and I got the cheapest place I could that was a loft. It was like a month to month, like Airbnb that was like $3,000 a month. And I like wanted the lowest bills possible. And like still, if you saw the amount that I make to how much my bills are, I live way less than you guys on my means, like percentage. Like literally, like business bills and everything, even if I have X amount, I live less than most people do. I know motherfuckers who live on like a 0.0% of their monthly income, you know? But then like some shit is like, if I went to like my personal expenditure and didn't engage the business, well, then I live off nothing really. Like I've learned to just put everything into the business and enjoy my business expenses. And now 100% write-off on food and drink. I mean, it used to be 50%. Now it's 100. I don't even pay for nothing. I get my food I make money off getting food. The only food I buy is for like my son or my wife or something. If we go out to eat, it's a write-off. Cars are a write-off. Gas, fucking everything. I write off I live off my business.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that's the place that's the path I want to go down. So
yeah, just the profit's the only solution, you know? So, I mean, to get your business out there, it's just really, there's endless fucking clients. You just correct marketing, and correct marketing is not the way people think. Like when they're business marketing, Kent Clothier is one of the best business marketers alive. And I mean, he just talks about himself and shit, and a little bit about his business and gives wisdom. And like Dan Fleischman, he sometimes talks about internet marketing, but mainly just talks about like, dude, like, I want to see your dog. Like, I want to know more about you. Like omnipresence, consistent posting at the same time so that people think about you, top of the mind awareness, like all the organic stuff that people overlook, like is the biggest shit, dude. Like, cause the biggest salesmen who crush it, do they pay for ads? Fuck no. You don't see like a Logan Paul ad. That guy's like, hey, I'm selling something. It's like, it's all sold. And he's like, who the fuck is he? You know? Makes $1 million a day off a clothing line none of us have ever bought. None of us have ever bought a fucking a shirt from his company.
So true.
Yeah, and he makes $1 million a day off just that. And he like makes an NFT and sells it out. Like he just does some fucking marketing about a fight that he's gonna have online, and they all make $1 million, you know? And then there's way more traffic driven to the other services.
Yeah.
Fucking monster. The dude's a fucking idiot. But I mean, like take the parts of that you want to use, you know?
Yeah.
Like I sold out my business program without running one ad. It was trust of a brand. You know? It was like I didn't run one ad. It's not even on my website. People are like, I can't find it on your website. That's how good it is. That's how good I am at what I do. I didn't even have to market it full. What? Don't you want a little some of that? Hey, I'm selling something. Boom, it's all gone. What? That's what you want.
Yeah.
But running ads is last resort.
Yeah.
My ads suck. I don't even care about my ads. I guess they cost me a lot of money. I don't know. Sometimes I'm running a lot of ads when they're good ones and they're performing well. But I got so much recurring on this one service that now my old top end with all ad spend as high as possible. That's my normal with no sales. So I was at it for so long that now my recurring is what I used to have to fucking pump mad ad money in to get up there. But when people want to build it fast, it's going to be ads. You're not going to be able to get in the algorithm without the ads. So like, what's your time frame? You know, like like when it's a business thing like mine, I'm going to get your organic set up as quick as I can. And then I'm going to run the ads to your shit to enhance the algorithm and get dude, like I just looked up a couple furniture places like recently and like now watch, like it's just how it works. You know, look at my whole thing is furniture, you know, and Instagram. And I look at all of them. I'll buy one if these people weren't assholes and they weren't all selling the same fucking furniture, but they're all selling the same fucking furniture. Some people sell it for 4,000. Some people sell it for like 900. And so now I got to like go somewhere to see the difference for like the fucking patio furniture. Cause I'm like, is it quality or are they assholes middlemaning? Cause they put a better package on their product, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, you just gotta like see what's happening, you know? Like if they type in digital marketing and you pay money, you're coming up. What is that? Furniture. So anyone who runs anything with fitness training or whatever we put the tags at, when I run ads for you, you're gonna pop up in their feed, in everyone's feed, because we just ran ads for. And if someone Googled like fat loss or fitness or coaching or life coach or something, they're gonna scroll through and you're gonna be geared to them. It's so a la carte, it's crazy. For like 15 bucks a day, we're blowing up Yo's page with the ads, you know. But like, look at what else. Let's see. It'll be another one. Oh no, that's not even an ad. It's another furniture one. It's all furniture because I looked up furniture like once. And it won't stop for like till I look up something else, you know.
Yeah,
So
no,
everybody looking for digital marketing, you're gonna pop in front of them. Make sure you like, dude. Sometimes like the dumbest ad works, you know. Like I'll do like an ugly ass picture with like a red smears on it, and like it's pattern disruption. So I mean, sometimes make some ads that are like a real good message on video, and then make some that are pattern disruption. Like a big red square that says click here will probably do better than a lot of shit. My homie's best ad was him and his kid going like this. And he's done all the ads with Rolls Royces and all this shit. And he's a baller. His best ad was him and his kid doing that fucking thing, you know? So yeah, it's just, you know, you gotta fuck with that shit. I know, you know, if you run digital marketing, but I mean, focus on
it's just like, and that's the scarcity that I'm talking about. Like I can already tell that me wanting to go straight into the ads when I don't have, you know, the organic thing.
You need the organic. You need your organic side so strong that when you run ads, they stay on your page because it's giving value. So your page should just give value. It shouldn't really be about services. It should just be much value for a human and someone like your pillar of knowledge and then value. So whatever your pillar of knowledge is, and then wisdom. Pillar of knowledge, wisdom. That's your page. So that they come over for the actual knowledge of the service, and then the wisdom is holding them to it, you know?
Cool. Well,
you just want to run the ads and have them stay, or else they're like, what the fuck is this? This page is empty.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Okay, well, I know you're in a rush. Thanks, Wes, for the wisdom.
It's cool that I at least got them in here. They probably won't be so mad at me, but I might be in trouble.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, what's up, bro? You have a great day. Big Jason, what's up?
What's up, big dog? How you doing today?
Just fucking grinding.
That's right, big dog. I'm gonna get straight down to it. You know what I mean? I've been messaging you, so you know that I've been married with my wife 17 years and shit, but the last year she split. And you know, I've been just trying to work with her, you know what I'm saying? She's getting sober right now, but I'm just like, fuck, it's been a whole year, dog. You know what I mean? So I just don't know if I should give her more time or if
It's
I
your
just
heart. Don't try to convince your mind of something your heart knows is a lie. If your heart really still wants to be with her, don't let the external situations talk you out of it. Your heart knows the answer. Don't let the world and the stuff that took place talk your heart out of it. Your heart knows the truth. If your heart wants to be with her, do everything in your power to be with her. And and if you let any of the external world situations, I don't give a fuck, cheated, drugs, bullshit, whatever the fuck, don't put any of that into it. Just unconditional love and you'll get her back. But I mean, if you let the world and the situations that took place overrule your heart, you're fucked.
yeah, no, I got you.
Just give her unconditional love. Who gives a fuck? What's it going to do to you to really support her and love her? It's just going to be better on you.
I mean, I've been there, you know what I mean? You know, she's kind of still confused, you know, because I was a certain way.
That's
She,
okay. I've been confused before. I'm not anymore.
got you.
I've been way worse than her. I'm not anymore.
I got you.
It's going to mean the world when you're there for her when she needs you.
That's all I've been, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep being it. Don't take nothing away from you to keep being it. I mean, if
Appreciate
someone else comes along and you really have feelings for that someone else, and you don't have to, your heart's not begging for her no more, do what you got to do. I mean, but if that isn't real and you're really thinking of her, then you have to be with her. That's your heart's telling you.
Yeah, no, for sure. You know what I mean? I was like, well, I could hang in there, you know what I'm saying, and try to make this happen, but it's been over a year, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
but you're just letting time constraints, like your heart don't give a fuck about a year. The fuck?
it's
Your
true.
heart's like, what? A year? Like,
No, for
I
real.
was like 7-8 years in prison, like hadn't seen the person. I'm like, I love you, you know, like, and I really did until the person was finally like, hey, like I got a new dude. The dude fucking like answered the phone and shit. Was like, kick rocks, homie. And then finally I was like, I got love for you guys. I ain't tripping.
I got you. Yeah, you know what? This whole last year I leveled up like a motherfucker anyways, but you know, I probably needed that, you know, because
Dude, you were given exactly what you needed.
yeah, you know what I
Whether
mean?
it's for the whether it's for the next relationship or to weather the storm with her, that's what it was about, you know. And so now it's just, dude, when you can operate from unconditional love, there's no downside. You don't need to push people away if you're abundant. I had the dude talk shit to me all morning, and then we ended the call with, hey, you have a good day. I hope your mom heals fine from that surgery. Yeah, I was talking shit back. I was like, fuck you, fat motherfucker, bitch. Like, I was pissed for a little bit. It was early. And then finally it was like, I don't got no hard feelings. Like, hey, I hope your mom does good, bro. You have a good day. Like, I mean, it's just like we do that. If you guys got at each other, whatever, like just squash it. End your pain now by giving her love, bro.
That's all, you know, I'm tripping out, dog. Like for reals, I've been like fucking like we thought I've been crying, dog, you know, often and shit because I miss her, dog. You know what I mean? 17.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I'm a bitch when me and my wife are fighting. I can't.
I'm not even gonna bullshit, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I can't live 17 years, bro. You don't have to bullshit a real motherfucker. He knows how much that hurts. 17 years, bro. I mean, fuck, dude. 17 years, bro. I mean, the fuck.
I got you, dog. I highly appreciate it, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I look up to you, dog. So
yeah, but hey, you don't give up. I look up to anyone who's been in a relationship 17 years. That's probably one of the hardest things in the world to fucking do. So don't let go of it. Even if she has to be your best friend from afar or whatever the fuck. Nah, that person, you owe that person the rest of your life. That they really stuck it out with you that long, and I guarantee that they mend it. One of the top motherfuckers I know. Motherfucker's a billionaire and shit. Straight solid ass motherfucker. Martin Ford. And he's like a writer. He's a fucking beast in the game, you know, beast. He's like a jujitsu black belt, fucking internet motherfucker, author motherfucker. He like I was in Florida at a mastermind group with him, and he's like, I divorced my wife. We got divorced. We were split for 5 years, and we got remarried. Wes, there's nothing you can tell me. And now we've been together for another X amount of time. So you just never give up on that, bro.
yeah, for sure, man. I highly appreciate that shit.
You have a good one, big dog.
You too.
100. Big David Mejia, what's up?
What's going on, Big Wes?
We're just chilling.
I just wanted to show you some gratitude, man. I'm on day 14 of this program.
I'm fucking glad you did, bro. I know you've been waiting 2 hours to speak, and we went over even the 2 hour mark, but I didn't give a fuck. I'm committed to get to everybody today. I can't not, bro. I asked everyone to appear and I love it. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it, man. I thought you maybe just didn't like my fucking ponytail or something. You're like, man,
Oh,
fuck
we're
this.
waiting to the very end. I don't, dude, I'm the last person to do that. You know, I literally, you know, everyone gets the fucking, everyone gets the ability to show their true actions, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Nah, man, I'm fucking day 14. I'm down 7 pounds, man. I still got these bitch tits on me, but I mean,
That's
and
all
working
part
on
of it.
I'm working on it.
We don't get everything. I mean, the people who are blessed with fucking like good social skills and the good fucking personality, they don't get the body, and the people with the body don't get the good personality. You don't get brains and brawn, bro. Motherfucker, get one or the other. You get one or the other. You'd rather not have the body and have the brain than have the body and not the brain, bro. Because trust me, you get one or the other. Very few people get blessed with both. We have to fight for the other one.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, I had no clue what the fuck a macro was before I even started this fucking program, dude.
Now it's just like what?
Yeah, man. Now it's just like I'm in the kitchen, my fucking scale. My dad's looking at me like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, man? And I'm like, dude,
like winning.
What's up?
The answer's winning. Just stacking dubs.
Like, you want some of this fucking chicken breast, some of this brown rice, homie? What's up? You know? And he's
dude, I'm getting in control of my shit.
Yeah, man. I'm like, yeah, man. I just got some fucking goals, man. They don't really understand it, which brings me back to a point you said earlier about, you know, just being brought up in fucking a middle class, just this fat fucks around me. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to talk about the people that I love like that way.
It don't matter. It doesn't mean they're bad people. They just don't get it.
No, yeah, they just like, it's like nobody's like, it's like I look around and I'm like, fuck, man, is everybody just content with
that's why you've been fucking you've gravitated towards this group. I mean, the thing is like, fuck that. When you tell someone how they're living is bullshit, it's because you see more in them. If you tell them, nah, it's all good, just live like that, it's because you don't believe they could do it. Like, I know everybody can do it, so they piss me off when they're staying in that same spot, because I know how easy it is. Like, you're gonna crush it from just learning macros alone. It's gonna be the point. Learning macros changed my life, because then I was able to get my body how I like it. Now I could talk because I had a brain. I had a personality, but now I can speak, you know, now I can say it. You know?
Fuck yeah. And yeah, dude, I mean, I'm trying to just, you know, I realized that it took me 25 years to become the fat fuck that I am. So it's gonna take me way longer than 14 days to get the results.
But you're gonna do it quick. But imagine how many great minds were subdued for their lack of adherence to their physical form, so they wouldn't speak up, you know?
Yeah, dude. And you were talking about earlier how some personal trainers they just promote eating healthy and working out, and then you never get drawn to them as a personal trainer. Whereas I resonated with what you were saying. I was watching a video from you a couple of days ago when you were talking about when you were younger. You said your dad and your brother, they were
my dad and brother made fun of me. They said I had BTs.
Yeah, that you had BTs, the fucking beefy tits, right?
They said I had beefy tits. They said I had BTs.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, those motherfuckers, bro. they lit a fire, bro. They lit a fire in a motherfucker. They thought it was funny because guess what? Both of them look great with their shirts off. They were like taller and a little bit lankier, had a little bit of size. And they looked fine with their shirts off to like normal people. And I just had a little bit extra fat on my chest and stomach, but I was thicker. I didn't know I was really packing muscle under that. Once I got the macros under control, it was like, oh, what's up now, homie? You know?
Yeah. And yeah, dude, just once again, dude, I don't really have a question. I just wanted to show you some.
Those ones, the ones that are hard, everyone who's like working on their social media, the ones that are hardest to share are the best. Like, I didn't want to share the one about the porn in prison because that was like fucking so embarrassing.
I haven't even seen that one yet.
I didn't want to share the one about having beefy tits. Like, I don't want to say that. Dude, the ones that you're hesitant to share are the gold. Those are the ones where people are like, okay. Like, I have a faith-based friend who's a man of God. He's a family man, like one of the biggest family men out there, like 6 kids, fucking ex-pro athlete, millionaire coach. And he came out and said, I cheated on my wife so many fucking times. Like, I was such a piece of shit. I'm like, damn, that doesn't support who you claim to be.
Yeah.
But fuck that. He came with it. He came honest. And so many people came out of the woodwork and were like, dude, like, I fucked up too, you know? And like,
that's the shit that sells. That's the shit that sells.
It's just because it's real. Like, he's not hiding. Like, He's not trying to tell you he's this perfect coach.
Yeah.
He's a great fucking dude now, but growing up as a pro athlete, they'd been together forever. He was a piece of shit. He made some mistakes.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
You know it's true growth when the person can look back and be like, look at that piece of shit. Like I always tell my wife, she's being a dumb bitch. Like, oh, you're being a dumb bitch. And then she's like it's hesitant sometimes to say it, but I say it jokingly, like, oh yeah, you're just being a dumb bitch. And she's like, shut the fuck up. Like sometimes we do it funny, like, but I say it funny. I'm like, oh yeah, tell your mom you're being a dumb bitch.
Yeah.
And she's just like, dude, what the fuck? Like sometimes. But really it's like jokingly, but like, yeah, like admit it. It's okay. You're in a safe spot to admit it. You're loved. Like I was being an asshole. Like I was being a dumb motherfucker, you know?
Right, right.
Like, you're in a safe place to admit it. You're loved here. It's all good.
Hell yeah, bro.
When people are like fucking vilifying people for it, it's bad, you know? And I'll, if an overweight person like be like, damn, I am being selfish. Oh yeah, I love you. Like, no, it's glandular.
Yeah.
Like it's thyroid shit. Shut up. You don't understand fucking, you don't understand macros.
Dude, you definitely got me looking at people differently now. Like, especially just dudes that I see that have fucking tits and they try to tell me something. I'm just like, dude, you got tits, bro.
Oh, you've been lying to yourself. You got tits. You can't.
Yeah, even I know I got tits, but it's just like, at least I'm doing something about it, motherfucker. I'm not gonna have tits that much longer. But you, motherfucker, you're gonna fucking.
The craziest thing is like something that was so hard for me in my life was my dad and brother calling me that. And then not being able to go to the jacuzzi when like the little homie Ray and Russell and these motherfuckers, they had them 6-packs eating macaroni and cheese all day. And I'm like, fuck, like now they're such twerps. Like they never grew. And I'm just all, wow, what's up, homie? Like, dude, it's so true that your trauma is a prerequisite to your purpose. Like, dude, the day you really exercise your genes and you're like, boom, what's up with it? And then you have a whole different passion and love for the fact that you created that. People will feel that. They're not going to feel it from the cupcake kid who was just born with fucking crazy 6-pack and he didn't even respect it.
Yeah, dude, I can't fucking wait, bro. Like, there's so many times I've avoided going to the beach, going to the pool.
That's why I'm out to really pull the cards to get people to live their best life, bro.
Fuck yeah, bro. I appreciate that.
I'm glad I knew what it took for me. Like, be honest, Wes. What the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
You know what's up, bro? I appreciate it, David.
Appreciate you, bro.
You have a good day, homie.
Yes, sir. You too.
14 days in, 7 pounds. Real shit. Big Braden, best 6-pack I ever seen. Fuck.
Hey, Wes. How you doing, brother?
Just fucking. We were talking about your 6-pack earlier. Were your ears burning?
Oh, I actually hopped on kind of late, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, but earlier we were talking about your 6-pack and your ears were burning, then you hopped on.
That's right. I heard something. I feel tingling.
Yeah, that's like some people say tingling, some people say burning. We had like a debate in this in prison. They're like, you know, something.
That's funny. Hey, congrats to David, the last guy you talked to, man. That's good job. 7 pounds in 14 days. That's awesome, dude.
Dude, fucking Braden looked like so average when he started this program. He's like fucking just like average fucking Chad white dude. Hey, what's up, Chad? You know, like just normal, dude. Like normalest dude, white dude ever. Now he's just like, blah, Braden, what's up, fool? Now he's like a Mortal Kombat dude. Fucking like, dude, like literally fucking action figure. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too, man. Mentally and spiritually, it's like that's been the biggest thing is my mind, dude. It's like.
Yeah, someone who does that is in touch with themselves, bro, at a different level.
Yeah, you know, and I'm just searching for that deeper understanding every single day, and you know, kind of touching on what you guys were talking about just a second ago, as far as trauma and stuff like that. You know, I do want to have a deeper conversation with you about some of the traumas that I've experienced.
Well, once you pinpoint
you know,
it's easy to see how it's going to benefit you to fully understand them and help others through it. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe we'll do that. Like we'll do a one-on-one thing there. But then as far as, and I want you to answer this through direct message too, as far as things that I can do, because I'm going to be hopping on the business program. I want some tips and tricks as far as things I should do until mid-June, which I'll be able to hop on. So If you got any tips, just send them my way through direct message.
It was
and then
just
I
always building your page organically, starting now by observing how the other guys are posting and really just bringing value to your page. You know, we'll talk about it. What you got for me
Okay.
question-wise? I'm about to hop off. You're gonna crush it. Your six-pack's a fucking that's an anomaly. Like you have to give that, like you got to give people vision and self-talk to pull off their pursuit. So I mean, when you give them that vision of what could be, they believe it's possible because they're seeing it. And then when you give them the self-talk and the blueprint to pull it off, now they're gonna smash it, you know. And that's so it's just really about us giving them the vision of who you are, and you being the background, and then your captions and everything being their strength and their self-talk when they're about to negotiate with their lesser self or their current state, you know.
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of funny. So my last name is Hope. And so my goal is to bring as much hope to people as I can, and then give them the tools to be able to.
You're meant to do it. You're meant to do it. Nobody smashes that something that's so difficult for others. You weren't like a normally ripped dude. You were just like average body fat, and then just fucking tore it up. So just you're giving a lot of people hope just by them seeing what you pulled off. You know, them living vicariously through you. If he could do it, I could do it. You know, for every person who says, "Oh fuck that, I can't do it," there's 1,000 people that say, "If he could do it, I could do it." You know.
Yep, that's right. And I have tons of pictures and videos of me in the past and what I look like, and I did not even look like the same person. You know, even obviously the 90 days ago, I didn't look like the same
Start
person.
working with some people now on your. Just start working with people now so that you already have people in the works that you're going to show as a transformation. Because, like I said, a lot of people can get themselves ripped. Takes a different individual to get other people to do it. So I mean, start to work on other people. That's a whole new pursuit, you know.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll do, man. Appreciate
Just
you, Wes.
pick up some people around you to pass on the knowledge to and work with, you know.
Yeah. I've got, man, I can't even count now. Probably 18 to 20 people right now. I've got 3 or 4 that are, you know, down a cumulative of probably 20 pounds total. So it's pretty good.
Cool. You're already doing it. See, that's what I was going to say. It already naturally happens. It already naturally starts happening.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
big
people
dog.
were coming up to me and asking me questions.
It's got to be. When you get that ripped, you can't not watch a six-pack like that walk by. When someone's got a six-pack, even if it's not even a crazy one like his, you're like, what the fuck? Like, you can't not look at it. That's just real life. I mean, anyone who acts like they don't look at it, it's because they're trying not to, and they're really hating on it. I mean, it's just what it is.
Right.
It's just what it is. Like, we're drawn to that type of shit because it's just what it is. We stare at shit that isn't natural to us, you know? Appreciate it,
Cool,
big
man.
dog.
Hey, well, yeah, love you, Wes. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, love you, bro. You fucking gave everybody a lot of hope. Everybody, thank you guys. Fucking thanks for sticking around the whole time, everyone. And fucking, hey, next week, let's do this shit.